That's because it's punishment walking plane. I heard you like getting spanked, so I thought I'd punish you just to get you in the holiday spirit. That's my gift to you. Okay, so today's stream is just all about this card. You know, you'd think this would be good. 4 energy, 240 damage on a single prizer. It can knock out like everything except the good stuff. So, you know, if they have Fezandipiti and Squawkabilly and stuff, you know, if we face Mega Venusaur all day, we're just going to win every single freaking game. The problem is you have to pair it with Armarouge. So I do have an EMBOAR build. Never done. What are the choices? Okay, what's left? Let me do a quick show and tell here. Let's do Phantasmal Flames. Here's all the Pokemon in Phantasmal Flames. Okay. Oh yes, let's play Ambipom. That's literally worse than the Dewdong we had that I think did it to 3 Pokemon or something. So I have to do new Pokemon. I'm gonna revisit the Megas next month, but like I've already done everything. Like, oh yeah, let's play this Darmanitan that does less damage than Reshiram and it's a stage 1. Like what are my options? Right? Like what am I supposed to do? Or you know, let's play this Eternatus. Yeah, 130 and it can't do anything next turn for 3 energy. Oh, that's awesome. Like, I'll be playing this Gliscor tomorrow because tomorrow's all about bad decks. So it's Among Us. It'll be Gliscor. I'll probably check out Flygon. Where's Flygon? I'll probably be playing Flygon tomorrow. Like, what are my options? I was gonna do, what was I gonna do today? Your mom. I was gonna do Toxtricity and paired with somebody fun. No, but like that's it. Right? Like that's the only thing. It's like, it's just, you just add in 1 copy of this and an ignition energy or a reversal energy or something. I can't remember. And that's it. And all it is a Reshiram, but you have to have a stadium in place. So it's like, is it really worth it? Is it actually worth, like there's just nothing. Phantasmal Flames is such trash. It's such garbage. No, I have not played. It's on the list, but you know, I gotta. And Incineroar, well, that's the thing. March is going to be all about pre-rotation, but I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'll visit some things. Right? Maybe I'll do some things before rotation because I don't know what's going to happen next month. It's not until the 29th that we get Ascended Heroes, which is a better set than Phantasmal Flames because they announced that like a Azumarill is going to be in the set. Ironically, Pokebeach still hasn't posted about that. I found that quite odd. Like, Azumarill EX was confirmed for Ascended Heroes, and Pokebeach still hasn't posted about it, but Trust Your Pilot did. So it's interesting. Well, what the hell kind of a situation are we in right now? I guess I get rid of the Durant because, you know, Durant's only good in very, very certain situations. So in this specific situation for me, I think I just hold the hand, right? Because I can potentially not knock out that Ursaluna next turn. But this is the thing with when you're playing a Ceruledge deck and you try to cram in a Reshiram. You know, you gotta go for the weaknesses and stuff. So you gotta try and hit a grass weakness. Durant EX is one of the better grass ones. There is an Iron Leaves, not the Iron Leaves that takes the energy and does the thing. There's a baby Iron Leaves that does 170 if someone was just knocked out. Unfortunately, if they have a Lively Stadium and a Bravery Charm, you're not knocking out Absol, which is unfortunate. Ooh, we are knocking out the Moltres, which is okay. And if everything kind of buffs out here, I can take 2 prizes on the Moltres with Iron Hands. Of course, that won't happen, but it could. You don't know. Okay, so clearly they don't have the greatest hand in the world, so I don't really want to give them a handy. So let's we don't want to give them a handy. Let's see if we can hit something really cool off the top rope here. What the hell? Okay, that tells me nothing. All right, so we're just going to attach to the Terapagos, see if we can't take a KO. And then, of course, well, we whiffed. But we did take a KO, so we whiffed the Iron Hands. But we are taking a KO, and potentially they can't do anything. You know, this is not how you draw this up. This is not the board you want. You want to have a turn 2 Armarouge. You want to not be attacking with Terapagos. You want to be... Oh, it's... Okay. Interesting. I was definitely not expecting Dragapult. Yeah, I guess No, I think it's good that I didn't give them a handy, right? And Leah, and is that why we don't know how popular... Is that why we don't know the name Busy Bean Leah? Oh, they don't think that I... Oh, crap, that's actually really smart by them. They don't think I can get a Latias. As long as I didn't prize Latias, we are totally fine. No, it's because the deck is disappointing. Okay, this is an awkward hand. This is a terrible hand, actually. Okay, there's Jamming Tower. Awesome. Love that. This is a terrible hand, and that's a terrible thing that just happened to us. But we have the Clefairy, so Clefairy can knock out a Dragapult. That is unfortunate. So now what do I do? Okay, that's a Prism. I'm in a Prism of my own mind. Like, I can put damage... This is just so awkward. This is weird. All right, I don't even know what to do here. I guess we just get rid of these guys. And I go for Latias. Because, yeah, there's not really much that I can do right now. We just have to go for Latias. I think retreat and try to keep the Charcadet safe, even though that's probably not going to happen. And then Prism Energy this guy. And then we beat them off unifiedly. So press 1 if you want to join me in beating them down. Because the way I see it is they wasted a counter catcher to bring up the Charcadet to maybe buy themselves a turn. The odds of them being able to, you know, gust up the Clefairy, get a Dragapult, do Dragapult things, I don't think it's going to happen. And Clan Burglar, thank you for the 37 months. You're a crazy person. And I think that brings us to 100 subscribers. And Trouble Bubbles, what does 3 mean? You're going to use your feet to beat them off too? But Clan Burglar, I believe you just got us to 100 subs, unless your sub running out became number 98. Then tomorrow we won't do the Among Us stream. But as long as we're at 100 subs by the end of today's stream. Okay, that's good. Wait, can I take 3 prizes on this guy? I can take 3 prizes on the Ursaluna. But I think we just bosses the Dracloak and take the prizes on that guy. Right? We just go retreat into the... Oh, no, we don't. Oh, that was almost an oopsie. I mean, I did make a huge oopsie, but that was almost a double oopsie. Because I forgot that I don't have Armarouge, because what in the hell is happening here that I do not have an Armarouge? And Super Smash Card, I was going to stream to YouTube tomorrow, do a dual stream with Twitch and YouTube. I looked into it. I have no idea what the hell is happening. My goal says I'm at 94. My analytics say I'm at 99 subs. So there's currently 99 subs according to the analytics. And I believe that includes Clan Burglar. So if doing analytics is a good thing, then we're at 99. And subs at 69. And never gonna let me down. Oh, wait, so I am at 95. Oh. Yeah, so the counter says I'm at 95, but the analytics say 99, so maybe it hasn't updated. But hey, I'm willing to hold up my end of the bargain. And I'm willing to give you an Among Us stream, but yeah, apparently that's 95. The analytics were incorrect. And also, we can't do a stream with the mushroom with Nerdy Girl getting the sub. That's sacrilege. Interesting that they left the Latias up there. Very interesting that they left the Latias in the old active spot there when I just take the knockout. All right, so this might explain why we haven't found an Armarouge, is at least one was prized. But I don't think I can include a game in the YouTube video unless I take a knockout with the Reshiram. Or I guess the Moltres and Gazerbeam. Of course your ears picked that up. Of course your ears, you know, you were sitting on the couch laying down and then you heard it. And like, what was that? What was that? So yeah, just, I mean, other versions have Moltres, but as long as I can just take a knockout with this guy, right? All I have to do to win the game is knock out Fezandipiti or Ursaluna. And Leah, oh, that's in one of the decks. Don't you worry. I have a pretty much, not like a strict single prize version because you can't really do that. But I do have a single prize version that is less of a virgin than Gazerbeam. But I do have a version that is, wait, less of a virgin, more of a virgin. Wait, which one implies the Gazerbeam's a virgin? That's more of a, no, less of a virgin, because that would imply that Gazerbeam is more of a virgin. I guess. I think. And Nerdy Girl, yeah, you've been here for a long time. And Trouble Bubbles, first time chatter today, you typed 3 because you want to beat people off with your feet. And then you give me a Prime sub. You're my favorite. You're a version. Thank you, Gazerbeam. And I don't think that showed up on screen because it has to be 50 cents. You have to give me 50 butts. All right, so if they get a Hawlucha, they win the game. If there's just a Hawlucha in that hand, or if they get a Dusclops. Yep. Yeah, I think it's 50 to get on screen. I raised the prices a long time because no one gives bits anymore. Okay, so I believe I am thoroughly screwed. I mean, they can take 3 prizes this turn. But they're giving up a prize, so if I can just knock out that Dracloak. And Buka de Beppo, thank you. So yeah, I think we're going to get to that 100 subs for tomorrow's Amoongussy stream, the Fungus Amoongus stream tomorrow. So it'll be Among Us for like an hour, then I'll play like Gliscor and just some really terrible decks like Flygon Mill, Gliscor Stall. I'll try that Weavile deck again. And Beppa, my favorite place to get terrible decks. All right, well, it's kind of pathetic that we're playing Armarouge Toolbox and we have yet to do anything with the Armarouge. Okay, but obviously we're going to put Fezandipiti down. Hopefully we can find our whatchamacallit. And they should definitely put some damage on this guy. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, why does it say live with Restream? Because that's what I was testing out. Okay. So this is kind of sucky. Because I can't really put down the dude. Right? I can't put down a Charcadet because they can just win with that. So I guess we get rid of this guy. Sob doesn't do it. I mean, I can blow them. Blowing them might be good. Right? Is it a good idea to blow them? I think I should blow them. Okay, so we get this guy, and then... Wait, why'd they concede? Because I had KO with Terapagos. Because I had KO with Terapagos. That's why. Yeah, so that's what I was testing out. Because Restream is how you co-stream. You do dual streams on both. Is you use Restream, and I was testing out. I have no idea what to do. I am out of my element. I'm like the Aang trying to learn fire. Blew too hard. Hey, it happens sometimes. But I was like, I ain't trying to learn fire because it's the element that's the toughest to do. Because it's like how Korra had trouble becoming an airbender. Huh? And Lena, I need a lot more help than that. No, I'll just, I just prefer streaming on, oh crap. Oh God, what the hell is this? I just prefer streaming on Twitch to all of you cool people. Okay, them starting their hot lucha is great. Okay, this is either the best start in my entire history or the worst. We have Squawkabilly. I think we have everything. Let me guess, we prize both Armarouge. Wait, do we just have like all the things? This is crazy. Okay, so we want you down. Unfortunately, I don't think I can go with the iron bundle. Right, I don't think I can risk putting the iron bundle down because I can't pop it. Right? If I could pop the iron bundle and they bench someone, then yeah, sure, I'd go for it, but that's just not something I can do. All right, so Terapagos down, and then end turn. I was thinking about Oricorio EX and Reshiram, but like this is just better. I have an EMBOAR list, so Oricorio EX would make sense, but I kind of did that with Mega Kangaskhan. Like I did just do Mega Kangaskhan. There was a Moltres in there. I probably should have put a Reshiram in there if I didn't. So, like, as long as I can find an Area 0 Underdepths, we will win this game. And Ludicolo, you gotta pay me. You're not subbed, so you don't get the privileges. But we did lose a penny into bosses, which is unfortunate. Losing a penny into bosses this early, not so great. Well, let's just go get the iron bundle to see if we can screw them over. Super Smash Cart, you gotta have purple balls. Your balls have to be purple for me to bequeath that information upon you. All right, let's go Iono. This is a terrible start that we're having, even though I got the turn 1 squawk. All right, so that is a knockout. It's an awkward knockout. It's a very, very awkward knockout, but we do take it. Yeah. What do you mean? It's a frog saying choo choo. And I'm not afraid to admit that during my testing with this deck, it was bad. Testing was bad. This deck still struggles, as you might expect. You know, it's the most disappointing deck. And Video Game House, I sent you a wave. You know, you don't deserve to slide into my DMs until you raid me. Those are the rules. And Lena, so much time. I responded after that. Well, I haven't checked. I'm a boomer. We don't check Discord. We only check our emails. Okay. Interesting. Well, there's a Lillie's. The fact that they don't have a Dreepy is kind of hilarious, but it also means I can't put this in a video because we're just doing... It's been 3 hours. Yeah, we check our emails. I don't check no Discord. What's with this instant messaging you kids have these days? Check my MySpace. Hey, I'm not that old. You know, I'm a Napster kid. Or generation, I don't know, whatever Napster was. Well, obviously, Super Smash Kart, we knew this. I mean, I guess I just Iono. So, again, this is a very bad game. But we're gonna apparently win. Hey, wait, I can use Crown Opal. I can use Crown Opal so then they can't do anything. This is hilarious. Video Game House? No, they fixed that like a month ago. So that's another reason why I didn't respond to you on the DMs is you're not following me on Twitter, or you don't have my my Twitter profile bookmarked. You know, you don't wake up every morning, oh, what did Pilot send today? Yeah, the triple manual attachment Prism Energy into Crown Opal. Sure, Video Game House, sure. So what was my latest post on Twitter then, huh? Okay, so this is another game that, oh, I know it only protects against basics, but we're not going to take, no, you're wrong, Video Game House. Oh, they're going to put me into bosses for sure. How the hell? Super Smash Kart? Well, you'd know if you were following me. We can't take that 10 damage. Something about Squirtle's feet. That was a reply to For the Win. That's different. That was a reply to For the Win. All right, so I just take the KO, right? Sure, let's give the energy to this guy, and then we go Carmine. So, actually, do you want to see something funny? Look in the mirror. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just going to Fez the Dreepy. You want to see something funny? I'm just going to hit the Dreepy with the Neo Upper, so now they can't do anything. Oh, how the turntables. Where's, yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun, is it, Dragapult, when people can hit your bench, is it? Oh, would you look at that? Your A-Spec is out of the game? Oh, how unfortunate for you. Kind of weird that we're facing back-to-back Dragapult, though. You don't see Dragapult in the 1300s of Master League. You know, that's a 1600 deck. Uh-oh. 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 In mods ban Incineroaring. Mods ban Incineroaring. Never mind, we got a Prism Energy, we're fine. And Clam Burglar, you know, as an early Christmas present, I will pin that. Whether or not it deserves to be pinned, like me by Mistress Paddlebottom on SmackDown night, and it's not Thursdays, if you know what I mean. Did you see that Cyberpunk on Switch 2 is $25? I mean, that's Canadian. In US, it's like $18. Did you see that? That's absolutely crazy. Okay, so I think, you know, this could go sideways. So I'm just going to send up the Squawk. I'm going to use the Squawk to accelerate 2 energy onto, I guess, the Reshiram or something. Ooh, there's a handy. So, yeah, we'll give him a handy. We do 20, and then... who do I put? Yeah, I guess I do put it on the Reshiram because that's most likely to survive. And also Reshiram can knock out the Ursaluna, can knock out the Latias. Trouble Bubbles? I have no idea. All I know is that it's 25 Canadian. But, like, I'm going to lose this game. It's insane because I listened to Incineroaring and knocked out the Dreepy with the Fezandipiti. I'm going to lose this game. But also they can't really do anything this turn. They can turn off my items, but that's about all they can do. Actually, no, they can't do anything, right? They literally cannot do anything this turn or else I just win the game. Oh, yeah, I guess they can retreat into the Dragapult and do 70 to my Squawk. That's, you know, a thing they can do. But yeah, so tomorrow will be the last stream before Christmas. They can retreat into a ghost and blow it up. That is true. That is true. But if I get an energy, we win. But that's not going to happen. In a perfect world, we can get an energy and we just win the game. So of course that won't happen. You know, but I did perfectly set this up for a Reshiram, and we're still somehow going to lose. Okay, Countercatcher on the... Countercatcher on the Armarouge. Okay. Interesting decision. Because I'm still going to get one more turn, right? Like, no matter what, I'm going to get one more turn. Okay. I mean, I understand this move completely. Because it sets it up for a KO so they can do multiple things. There's a Lillies. That's great. All right, so Area 0 Underpants. And then we go... Ho-Oh. I guess Mew. Actually, who's more important here? Well, the Mew, obviously, yeah, because the Mew lets me draw cards. So let's go get the Mew, and then I'm going to... yeah, we have to... I mean, we don't need the Ho-Oh. I can put the Kangaskhan, and we can win this turn. Yeah, let's put the Kangaskhan down, because it's stupid. No, I wanna win stupidly. I want to win the stupid way. I don't want to win smartly. I want to win stupidly. Winning smartly is for nerds. All right, then we go 1, 2. So how do I do the thing? We need to move 2 energy. So let's go Ho-Ho. Put 2 energy. I have to retreat off a couple energy. So we go retreat into the Kangaskhan. And then, yeah, we draw a couple cards. Hey, we got the good old Legacy Energy. Wait, do I put that on the Armarouge? Probably not, right? So, yeah, we just go, we fire off. 1, 2, 2. Okay, we buckle my shoe. Because I don't think they can win next turn, right? I mean, famous last words. Damn it, I thought we were going to win just on coin flips. They can probably win next turn. Just by using Dust Noir or something. So I'm sure they'll get it. Like, this is just going to be a pathetic ending to this game. It's like, they have nothing going on the entire game. And then they win because Armarouge, you know, I was trying to be funny and cute. And, you know, the Fez KO, like, hey, that'd be funny. Let's do that instead of, you know, being smart and not letting all my energy and my card drawer go away. But the fact that I didn't take a KO, they don't have any Dracloak. Like, the odds of them winning this turn are very, very slim. I could have Roaring Moon them. My bench was full, wasn't it? Or I could have gone for the Moon and done the thing, but I needed the Ho-Oh. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. This deck requires so much thinking. That's my downfall. That's my demise. Is the deck requires thinking. And Len, exactly. See, you're a fellow boomer. Too many one-ofs. You got to know all the matchups. You got to keep counting your Prism Energy. But they're only taking 3 prizes, and I literally just win with the Kangaskhan. I wonder if they realize that I just win with Kangaskhan next turn. So yeah, I should have probably put the Legacy on the Armarouge to prevent any shenanigans. But yeah, I don't think they realized that I didn't take a knockout last turn. Easy 2-0. See, this deck destroys Dragapult that doesn't do anything for like 4 turns. If they do nothing for 4 turns, this deck destroys Dragapult. Absolutely unstoppable. That you cannot beat me off. Yeah, I didn't even... So normally I do the intro for my YouTube videos before the stream. I didn't even bother because I know that this is going to be a disappointment. But I'm going to write down this person's name because I believe. I didn't do it for the first couple of games because I just had a feeling that tonight was going to be a bad night. Because it's like the Black Eyed Peas, good night, but bad night. And yeah, you should never get to Master Lead too quickly, because if you get to Master Lead too quickly, there's no one to play against. Because again, this is a well-made game. Obviously, it's a little bit better because now you only go down to Great League if you were in Master League, so it's slightly improved. What the hell is this start? Okay, am I going first or second? Huh. I guess we put handy. We give him a handy. The goated Nest Ball top deck. Okay, so we have to go this guy there, manually attach the Prism, go Ho-Ho, and as long as we didn't prize both Squawkabilly and Mew, we'll be fine. Okay, so we have Mew. The question is, who's more important? They're showing me a Monkey Dory. But I think it's just Squawkabilly because the hand is so meh. Like, I have a Reshiram EX. You don't want to use Reshiram EX until the very, very end. And, like, if it wasn't for that top deck of the Nest Ball, this would be, like, unplayable, and I'd probably have to concede. Concede these nuts in your mouth, am I right? All right, we got so many things. I think this is just a laddie. No, we go and get Terapagos. Because, yeah, the stupid Wellspring Mask Ogerpon does 100. And Chlamydia, welcome in. And then we just go end turn. So we are taking 2 prizes on a Monkey Dory next turn, which is really nice. If they decide to get cute and they have, oh my god, the Arven for Trolley. This is what I talked about. Remember, I talked about this in the rotation video. This isn't going to be happening anymore. You can't go Arven for Trolley for Bravery Charm or Arven for Trolley for TM Evolution or Turbo Energize. You're going to have to go Petrol for Trolley. And that's much, much worse. Petrol for Trolley is not fun. Okay, yeah, sure. Try and use Clutch. Yeah, go ahead. Use Clutch. Ah, crap. I think they're still going to try to use Clutch unless they have the Turbo Energize in their hand. But fun fact, I have a Roaring Moon KO on their Kangaskhan this turn. And my goodness, my god. And, oh, Lena's gifting a sub. So Chlamydia, if you want to give, usually you're giving people Chlamydia. If you want to receive something, ask Lena nicely. God, that is an insane turn 1 by my opponent. All right, obviously we attach the Prism Energy. The question is, what the hell do I do? All right, so let's go Earthen Vessel. Yeah, Grasshopper, I thought I had a good turn 1. They just got the Arven Trolley trifecta. All right, I have thinned out like everything. We're drawing at least 8 cards this turn. Come on, bro. Oh my god, how'd we get nothing? This is insane. We got nothing. Okay, so oh god. What? Sure, Chi-Yu, I Chi-Use you. Oh, I can't, because I can't retreat into that because I don't have Latias. All right, well, we do have the Roaring Moon thing next turn. So we're not completely out of the game. Benching the Chi-Yu makes sense. Bundle doesn't matter because they have Latinas and Petulant. As long as the Ho-Oh survives, we should be okay, though. As long as the Ho-Oh survives. But how do you follow? Again, it's Lilies. Every single time it's Lilies, right? It's like, oh man, my turn 1 was so good because I could play with my balls. But as soon as I, asked Lillie to play with my balls, she's like, 8 cards? That's not enough. Yeah, that is a crazy turn 1, I guess. Oh, they're going to go for a Hand Destroyer? Okay, so they're probably going to go for the Lilies. They should actually go for the Prism Energy. Okay, good. We can get rid of our Squawk and Ball Torture. That's really good. Clam Burglar, you don't believe that I can win this game? So I think they're going to get rid of either the Roaring Moon or the Lilies, but the Prism Energy is what they should go for. Yeah, they kind of have a really tough choice here. It's not the easiest of choices. They went for the Lilies. Okay, so they should have gone for, I think, the Prism. But, I can't retreat anymore, so it doesn't matter. And also, what the hell is this? This is absolute garbage that is happening to me. So we just have to go end turn. Dear God. Like, I think I have 4 Ultra Ball in the deck. Don't I? It's either 3 or 4. You just never seem to find it. Like, I could play a Hilda, but it's like, if I can't find an Ultra Ball, I can't find a Hilda. And never gonna let me down. No, they might be prized, but they didn't show up on the Nest Ball because obviously the Nest Ball only shows the basics. And Grasshopper? No, I established dominance by putting my feet on the table. Oh, are they going for a Turbo Energize? Or are they just setting up a Funky Dory? Because they only have one Monkey Dory, so I don't have to worry about Mega Absol doing anything. But I also don't have any way of drawing cards. You know, kind of an important piece of the puzzle here is drawing cards, and I can't currently do that. Yeah, obviously they get rid of the Roaring Moon. And yeah, Lena was willing to give a sub. Nobody wanted it. You know, I blame everyone else who's subbed here. You know, all the other people who gifted subs. All right, well, we have another unplayable hand. Fan-flippin-tastic. So I guess I bundle. Okay, that's cool. I didn't think they'd give me a prize. I thought they'd give me like a Kangaskhan or something to hit in the Kangaskhan. Instead, they gave me a prize, which is great. And then we get an Iono. Okay, so things have Incineroaring. You can't see my likes, thankfully, because they're private on Twitter. But yes, I have seen it. I have liked every single one because it brings me joy. Not Jenny. So I would imagine it's just going to be another Monkey Dory. Like, what else would they... Like, it could be a Fez. Yeah, I mean, it was very unlikely it was going to be anything else. So, okay, so I think Wellspring Mask Ogerpon is dumb. Clefairy is kind of dumb as well. I don't think I have a grass type. It's like just Roaring Moon is essentially your counter to the Mega Absol. And I could have used Crown Opal a little while ago because Crown Opal would have, you know, bought me a turn against Mega Absol because they didn't have 2 Monkey Dory. Durant, thank you. Thank you. It's so difficult to remember because I don't keep the deck list in front of me. You know, I use women to tell me, oh, they're going to get rid of the stupid Iono. You jerk face. All right, well, this is fine because we can heal 50 from each of my Pokemon. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so we play with our balls. There's no one to get, which is really cool. That's my favorite part about all this is that there's no one good to get from my deck. Like, I can get the Kangaskhan and then hope. But we have 4 Carmine in the deck, and we prized our Legacy Energy. We're gonna I think I just have to do a Hail Mary here. And Lena, thank you for gifting a sub. I think this is just Hail Mary territory. I don't think I have a chance if I don't draw like a Carmine here or something. Hey, okay, that's fine. Losing a Night Stretcher is not great. All right, so if we can flip 3 heads, we win. It's literally that simple. We just got to flip 3 heads. Easiest heads we've ever flipped. And Quanet, thank you for... Everyone's in a giving mood today. So let's go Prism Energy. Notice how we still don't have a freaking Armarouge. Notice how there's still no Armarouge here. Have you noticed that we still don't have an Armarouge? But thank you for gifting a sub to Scenario. I appreciate it. So we're about to lose our Carmine, but I guess it's okay because life is pain. And Gordra, wait, did I have an Ultra Ball? And I didn't use it? Oh, because there was nothing to do. Oh, and they just have the bosses. Because if I'd gone to get the Armarouge, there was nothing to do. Right? Like, yeah, I could have grabbed the Armarouge, but there was nothing to do from there. It's like, yeah, I could have Could have grabbed something, but it would have meant nothing. Yeah, so I grabbed the Kangaskhan because I had no other real option. Crown Opal, then they would have just double monkeyed and perioded all over me. Because Crown Opal only prevents damage, so they would have perioded all over me, and that would have been really bad. All right, here we go. We don't have an Iono, but if we can... oh my god, seriously? Okay, we're just going to thin out all the things. Everything is being thunned out here. Okay, and then we go Carmine. We're gonna... Okay, we finally... It only took 100 hours, but I think we might win this game. So I can't use Roaring Moon this turn. We're literally 10 damage short of Reshiram EX doing anything. So I think this is just believe in the heart of the cards. Right? Because I should have played with my balls. Because I can Durant, I guess. Okay, so we can still Durant. Because it does 330. So we might actually be 20 damage short. Okay, so I screwed that up as well. Oh, we got to evolve that one. Don't be bad. So I can... How is there not a Fezandipiti in there? So do I just go and get the... Because the moon is gonna... I don't have a Latinas. I don't have any Latinas on the field. Oh, God. This just... Again. How is this our world? I mean, I can't use Sob. I can't use anything. Yeah, we just gotta hope for 3 heads. Easy wins here. Wait, hang on. Ah, crap. All right, well, they got it. That's a loss. Yeah, just like, where was... If you don't find an Armarouge until you have 10 cards left in deck, you're not gonna win. So yeah, I'll just concede because it'll take way too long. And Cult of Wrath, not when I'm playing Armarouge is an anomaly. Okay, Armarouge is an absolute anomaly when it comes to this game because it's so bad. All right, how many balls do I have? I only have 3 balls. Okay, so let's up that. We only have 2 Area 0 underpants. I think maybe I just cut the penny or something. You know, we got Wellspring Mask, Ogerpon. We have Durant. Ironically, yes, it would. I agree with you there. Ironically, it would. And yeah, we haven't used the penny. We're just going to get rid of the penny if I ever have it anyway. And Mad Panda. Yeah, it was unfortunate because this was originally going to be the deck that I played on Saturday, and then today was going to be a Toxtricity deck. But then, you know, a mild case of dying got in the way. So so now we're doing things a little bit. We're doing things out of order. You know, I'm like a bathroom at Taco Bell after Clamburglar had the Quesalupa Supreme. It's out of order. Okay, interesting start. Am I going first or second? They decided to go first. All right, so then we sent up the Ogerpon. All right, so this is... Ah, crap. Okay, well, actually, that could be fine. 0327. And Cult of Wrath. Hey, this deck is great if you always get what you need. Why the hell did we have to top deck the stupid boss's orders? Was it really necessary for me to top deck the boss's orders in this situation? Seriously? Like, I'm in a very obvious situation of what I have to do. Oh, how about you just top deck the bosses? Wouldn't that be cool? You know, you're always complaining, Trust Your Pilot, about not top decking bosses. Well, here you go. Oh, thanks, Live. I appreciate you so much. So I think just drawing the 2 cards is better than putting 20 damage on a Toxel. Like, I understand that the 20 damage on the Toxel is, you know, noteworthy, but I think because the 20 damage on the Toxel. Actually, how many hit points does the damn thing have? So let's go Iron Bundle, and then next turn I will Iono. Actually, no. Let's be crazy. Let's be crazy. Let's see if we can Ed Sheeran away a Super Rod. That's pretty good. And then we go end turn. I'm just quickly checking how many hit points talked. Oh, it has 140. Okay, so it still would matter slightly if I put 20 damage on a Toxel, because then I could hit a bench Toxtricity. So that, oh my god, I should have Iono'd them. Because then I could have knocked out a bench Toxtricity. I could have used Iron Bundle to finagle some things. And there's the Fartazon. Kind of knew that was going to happen. And yeah, En's Zoroark is going to be very, very straightforward and easy. Just put in 2 of En's Reshiram, 1 En's the other thing. Wait, is it? No, 2 En's Zekrom, 1 En's Reshiram. I get them mixed up. Oh, they're playing this thing. Okay, I thought this was just going to be a Sharknado deck, but clearly they're a Trust Your Pilot viewer. Because I was the one who kind of popularized this, huh? Because I'm cool like that. Trust Your Pilot's a cool person, but I do wonder if they realized that I just win the game if I had another energy and I had a Ho-Oh. You know, if I'd been able to get that Ho-Oh and, you know, that area 0, and if they didn't have such a great turn, but we'll be fine. So obviously the strategy here is just sob them and then win. Seems like a pretty good strategy to me. Just use sob on their Toxel and be like, yeah, you can't retreat that Toxel, and I don't think you're getting a Toxtricity energy retreat. Okay, well, no, because we still don't have the freaking Armarouge. Okay. So YouTube audience, this is probably not going to make it in the video, but in the off chance that it does, I can't find Armarouge. I can play with my balls as often as I want. It does not matter. Armarouge does not exist in this deck. And, well, we won't know what's going to be, you know, good rotation because, you know, as I mentioned in that rotation video, they could announce a huge card tomorrow and it changes the entire game. And then literally a few days later, they announce Meowth X, and that's going to change the entire game. Yeah, did we forget the Armarouge again? So, yeah, Meowth X just completely changes the game. All right, so let's do that. And then, yeah, 1, 2, we'll buckle my shoe. And then, you know, we get Zygarde, which is going to be also super duper crazy. Carmine. So it's like, we're going to find out more about Perfect Order, but the set is nutso. All right, so do I take a handy? Or do I press 1 if I give them a handy, press 2 if I give them a golden shower? 1 for handy, 2 for a golden shower. All right, seems like golden shower is the winner. But just so you know, actually, we're getting a lot of handies here. We're getting a lot more handies. Never mind, I have to give them a handy. I'm sorry, the more experienced viewers, the more you know, the viewers that you would see eating, you know, prunes and Metamucil, those are the ones that, you know, had more ones. They wanted to see me give them a handy, and I think this is the correct play. Right, I think this is the correct play, and Kegel Blitz, you know, keep up those Kegels. It'll be, you'll get there one day. But we're happy to have you here. And Buca de Beppo, yes, Perfect Order will be a main set. So that will have pre-releases. It's probably going to have less new cards. Depending how they do it, it's probably going to have less new cards than Ascended Heroes at this point. And Hot Dogs. Oh, I know I could kill the Bonnet, but how are they going to get a ton of damage on my guys to knock them out? With another Monkey Dory and an energy attachment? I'd like to see them try. Yeah, see, like, the odds of them being able to do anything this turn were very, very small. So I just kind of assumed. Oh, yeah, Ascended Heroes is getting literally better by the day. Because Azumarill EX is going to be in the set. Like, it's not a good card, but it's better than bad. It's better than bad. I guess I'll keep that on screen while they do the thing. Well, yeah, we don't know because a lot of cards from the starter deck can't be in Ascended Heroes. So they're probably going to hold back a bunch of the cards from the starter. It's a mess. It's just a complete mess with how they've, you know, handled this by starting the J block early in Ascended Heroes. That is a KO. Yeah, that's a perfect KO. And then we just get rid of Kevin Durant, Charcadet, and I guess the Wellspring Mask. So yeah, it remains to be seen what they're going to do. If they make it 2 Japanese sets, then yeah, it'll be about 160 cards. If they make it Perfect Order plus starter deck cards plus like any cards they're missing, it'll be like 120 cards. But like you say, like, oh, they're not going to do that because that would make it way too small. But then you look at Phantasmal Flames, that has 94 cards in it. So it's like, yeah, you'd think they wouldn't screw it up, but they will. Yeah, I'm literally 2 energy away from giving them another handy. So let's Night Stretcher again. Give them a handy. I should probably play with my balls or like, you know, pretend to play with my balls and then actually not do it. And yes, I understand that Terapagos would be funny. We're not going to Terapagos, okay? We're not going to Terapagos here. That'd be too funny. Yeah, I guess we're just going to draw cards and see what happens. Yippee. All right, so, God, the Reshiram, it is not doing it for me. So they can knock out another hands, and I would lose all my energy. So then I honestly, in this situation, I think I don't use the handy. As crazy as that might sound, I don't think I give my opponent a handy right now. And who don't we need? I mean, I guess we don't need the Mew. Though that might help me out. All right, so let's get rid of that, and that. And we go get whatever. So I think I should attack with Mega Kangaskhan, because remember, they can just go double attach to a Brute Bonnet, knock out my handy again, and then just ruin my life. So we don't want that to happen. And yeah, I think we play with our rod. I think playing with my rod is a good idea at this exact moment. Because I can do that. I can set up another KO. We still have our Night Stretcher. And we still rapid fire combo. So they definitely bench locked themselves. Putting that Pecharunt in play was definitely an oopsie by them. And Hot Dogs, well, the Baby Gouging Fire only does, I think, 170. And they, what is it, 3 prizes or less? Reshiram can do 240 turn 2 if you can get the energy on it. But that would require you being able to find Armarouge, which that can't do. Four? Well, it's still only 170, though. So you're not knocking out a Fez. You're not knocking out Latinas. You're not knocking out Ho-Ho. You're not knocking out Iron Hands, Reshiram, Terapagos. So we just need to find the right matchup. That's all it is. Just finding the right matchup and we'll be okay. The stream will not end until I take a knockout of a 2-prizer with this guy. Those are the rules. The stream will not end until I knock somebody out with this. Somebody meaningful. And no, Mega Venusaur doesn't count. And I don't think Teal Mask Ogerpon counts either because Moltres knocks that out. So it has to be someone relevant. Well, I was not expecting this, but the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon just wins the game. So I just go Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, win the game, and that's it. Time for a 48 hour, 6 hour, 24 hour, yeah. So all I have to do is play with my balls, get 2 fire energy, which I put into the deck, and then, no, don't suck my butt. Actually, maybe a little bit. So I don't think there's anything they can do that actually matters. Right? Like they put 30 damage on whomever. They're going to mentally damage themselves. I can knock out the Petrunt or the Monkey Dory with Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. So I don't think there's anything they can do given their board position. Right? Like a counter catcher. If they counter catcher and knock out my Armarouge and then use Calamity Storm, that would buy them a turn, but then actually that might actually be smart. Right? I'm thinking about how things, because I have game next turn. Obviously, they don't know for sure that I have game next turn. They're just hoping that I don't, but I have game next turn. Oh, I can just win with the hands as well. So that's also pretty cool. So I have multiple paths to victory. But I honestly think if they could have countercaught my Armarouge, and then if I flip tails on rapid fire combo, then they could have taken 3 prizes the next turn with Frenzied Gouging, and that might have been smarter. So believe it or not, they might have had a path to victory here. And yes, I understand that this could go terribly, terribly wrong, but it's not going to, okay? This is, we got it, right? Yeah, we got it. We're fine. We're fine. We're totally fine. We have it. We have game. I'm the #1 Armarouge player in the world. You can't touch this. You know, that's what Mr. Paddlebottom says to me on Denial Thursdays. All right, so then we go... okay. I mean, that makes sense. It would have taken some time to do that. So that can't be in the YouTube videos. We didn't use the stupid Reshiram. God, don't you hate winning? Isn't winning just the worst when you can't take a knockout with Reshiram? All right, so let's play a slightly different version. Okay, so this is, I mean, this is a great, again, this doesn't really matter. So we're just going to go Turbo Ram. So this is just a straight fire build. Not fire as in good, but fire as in it's just fire. It's just, you know, this is what happens when you have such a terrible set is a month after the set came out, I'm like, hey, what if we just put in 1 copy of Reshiram into Armarouge? 69 viewers, by the way. Press 1 if you're the 69th viewer. But it's like, this is what I have to do is, yep, just putting a Reshiram into Armarouge and then trying to take a knockout with the Reshiram to make this an actual deck. Do we win this one? Do we? I mean, if I was going first... I mean, I guess it just depends how good their turn 1 is. Because we're going to have a Lillies. I'm going to be able to gather strength. I can get a Ho-Ho. There's a Research. And Kenneth? Well, if you close the stream and come back, you'll have to watch ads, so I don't suggest doing that. All right, so I'm going to write down their name because we have a chance. We have a chancey to have this be a game, but Zoroark is literally just out of range of Reshiram with a Brave Bangle. There is. It's called giving pilot money. So I came prepared for Ceruledge EX. I didn't come prepared for Zoroark EX. I'm going to quickly check to see if there's air balloons in the deck. We're definitely going to get a Ho-Ho. Please tell me there's a couple air balloons. There's a Prime Catcher. There's 2 air balloon. I don't think I can risk it and just go research, though. I mean, I'll put... So I'm going to go Nest Ball. Yeah. Oh, we prized the Reshiram. Oh, no, we don't. We don't. We have 2. I was like, I only have 1. No, we have 2 of those. Okay, so let's go for a Charcadet. And then we'll put the Volcanion down. And we'll do this. Okay, so most likely we're not going to have a good turn. Like, if I just had the research, we research the hand away. And that's goated. But then we fail miserably, and I hate my life. All right, so I think in this situation, I put the experience share on the Charcadet, and then we gather strength. And Miles returns exactly. So this is a single prize version of the deck. So you have Volcanion, there's Chi-Yu. You hope you start either of these. And then Dual Turbo accelerates 2 energy from the deck. Chi-Yu also accelerates 2, or sorry, yeah, that's 2 from the discard pile. Chi-Yu also accelerates from the discard pile. No one accelerates from the deck. It's not worth it, I think, to play Arven. You know, going Arven for whatever, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. So you still have to... Oh, PDCGL, you're such a well-made game. And believe it or not, using Chop would have been a good idea, you know, to find out what's in my basket of ingredients. But just, you know, this is the perfect Christmas gift. It's working perfectly. If you can't see it, look in the bottom right. Judge, my opponent has their toes out and their top deck. They're you know, instead of putting it in their lap, they put it on the top of their deck. Okay, so believe it or not, using Chop here is actually really, really smart. I never thought I'd say that, but using Chop actually is a game-winning play, potentially. All right, so we go Earthen Vessel, get rid of the Reggie. And yeah, that goes there. 1, 2. I will chop their balls. Actually, no, I think I should use Dual Turbo. Right, because I can go... Yeah, because then that makes Ho-Oh less of a liability. So I guess we go 1... Yeah, 2 on that guy. Retreat. Oh my god. So the deck fixed itself, but then the energy on the Ho-Oh disappeared. Oh, this is such a well-made game, isn't it? Oh, I've never experienced an issue with TCG Live. Oh, really? You've never experienced an issue with TCG Live? Have you played it before? I always love that crowd of, oh, I've never experienced an issue with TCG Live. Have you played the game? Because this Ho-Oh is missing an energy. If you just right-click, it fixes itself. But, like, come on. So the whole strategy with this one is that getting energy into play is not that easy when you can't just slam a Ho-Oh into play. You can't just slam Dong. Like, I don't want to rely on Ho-Oh, so you have to play Volcanion or Chi-Yu. You also have to run experience share. I think there's 3 experience share in the list. So once you get the energy in play, you want it to stay in play. You know, you're still susceptible to bench sniping and Dusclops and Dust Noir. But this is hilarious. You know, I'm probably just going to knock out the Zoroark with this Reshiram and a Brave Bangle. And unlike the Cincinnati Bengals, it's actually going to work really well. And it's actually going to, you know, get me to the promised land. Now, the question is... Oh, and I was going to say, if they don't do anything, I think I'm just fine, right? If they do nothing and just, like, retreat into the Badoo, we just dual turbo again. So yeah, like again, I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel here with these types of decks. It's like, what are you doing? You found this Volcanion? Yeah, literally I'm going through every single card that exists. Every single fire type card I looked at, and this kind of made sense. All right, so the way that I win this game is by not losing. Crazy strategy. Oh yeah, we are. Tomorrow's stream is going to be rough. It's going to be a rough one. Call me two dogs, because it's going to be rough. I mean, I guess I should put the Tatsugiri down, right? Because the Artisan is going to stay in play. I can play with my balls. So we'll put the Fezandipiti down, and it does make sense to go for the Fez now because they're on odd prizes, so life doesn't matter anymore because life's like that. And then we just get the double fire. This is great. All right, Reshiram. I really wish you could do 280, but you can't. Yeah, so we go Burning Flare. I told you that little bit of damage would come back to help me. And as long as they don't realize that a Darmanitan is their path to victory here, we'll be fine. And we also prize our 1 bosses and another experience share, which would be super useful right now. Because of course we did. Okay, so I am kind of in an awkward spot. That's one of the issues with this deck is that, you know, you can't really do 280. You can do 270 very easily. 280, not so much. Yeah, so we have to knock this guy out. Right? Unless they just, like, knock out the Reshiram this turn, but I think they might go for, there's no way they're just gonna mount in Badoomy, right? There's no way. No, this is a single prize version of the deck. I know the Ho-Oh and Fezandipiti might throw you off a little bit, but this is a single prize version. So, I mean, I have Mela. Is this... Oh, that's not... Wait, that's fine. Who are you going to go for? The Armarouge? Okay. Okay, so they go for the Armarouge with the bosses. Huh. Like, how confident or how unconfident am I that they're going to get it like that? Right? Like, what I could use Combustion, or I could literally use Chop again. I could just use Chop if I really wanted to. But then I would, you know, be in a bit of pain if they decide to knock it out. Like, I could get another Charcadet. The problem is the Darmanitan, right? They get the Darmanitan, that kind of just completely screws me over. So, yeah, that's a knockout. I don't even know. Like, the Tatsugiri, I hate this card so much. I hate Tatsugiri so damn much. So let's go. Yeah, I don't even know what I think anymore. All right, there's a research. That's unfortunate. That's a card that I wish I didn't get. All right, so let's go experience share on the Ho-Ho. I mean, I have to just Fez, right? I can't do anything else. Oh, we have 2 bosses. Fun fact, we have 2 bosses. I must have added one at the last second. Okay, so let's go Fartazon down. And then I have to, yeah, I choose you. We go retreat into Chiyu. Okay, boss is this one. Fire off. We obviously want to get rid of the energy off the Armarouge. And then I guess you. Yeah, just not being able to find your experience share early kind of sucks, but it's like I can't play Town Store over Artisan because I have to be able to play Artisan to find Reshiram because you only play 4 Nest Ball. You also play 4 Ultra Ball, 3 or 4 Ultra Ball. Like maybe I could convince myself. They're going for the Armarouge again. Well, joke's on you. I'm going for the Darumaka again. Lena, you watch my video. You know that Town Store, crap. You know that Town Store totally. You know that Town Store doesn't survive rotation. Okay, so there's an Iono. That's really bad because now our bosses is gone. They also just managed to do all the things, which is really, really bad. Oh yeah, now the air balloon shows up. Yeah, no, we're like, I know it's not true, but just think of it as like 1,000 cards get released every year. It's not true because it's like then it'd have to be 200 cards every set, and that's not true. But it's closer to like 800, I'd say 800 or 900 lately cards every year, just because how they split it up. But just sort of assume it's like that, right? All right, again, if I have to find bosses. I believe that's our only chance of winning is if I find bosses here. There's a Reshiram. That's not going to do it. All right, so I think I need to send in Charcadet Armarouge Energy because I have to shuffle the deck, which is a problem. So Charcadet Armarouge Energy. Okay. I don't think that necessarily helped me as much as I hoped it would. You know, I don't think it's worth it to risk my hand just to get the freaking bosses. Damn straight. Okay, so how do I not lose this game? Okay, so we go bosses orders on this guy. I think I have the strat down, right? I gotta go. Oh, but if I lose the Iono, that's so bad. But it's like, no, I have to do this. I have to do this. I don't want to do this, but I have to. So we have to go get the Reshiram, believe it or not. I have to go Reshiram, attach to the Reshiram, experience share the Reshiram, retreat into Chi-Yu. So now they're in a situation where they basically have to target my Reshiram or somebody who doesn't have energy. I mean, they're probably going to find their bosses. They did shuffle the bosses back in. Did I put 3 Artisan in here? No, they must have had the Artisan, right? Yeah, they had the Artisan. I was like, I don't remember putting 3 Artisan in here. And Lena, yeah, you have to somewhat ignore rotation if you're playing in a tournament before rotation. You know, I have to be a fearmonger. You know, normally I'm a footmonger, but I have to be a fearmonger right now. So are they going to go for another Darumaka? But Darumaka, I don't think it helps them in the situation, right? Oh, no, it does. It absolutely, completely helps them in the situation, and now I lose. Oh, I'm bonered right now. Yeah, I have a huge boner right now. Okay, so we have to top deck a Fire Energy or a Night Stretcher or something. We lost. And we lost. All right, well, maybe in some world they don't find their Darmanitan. Maybe they only have maybe they prized their other one and they're out a Night Stretcher or something. Seriously? All right, well, we lost that one. Okay, so like we learned what is good and what is bad, and obviously if they can hit your bench, that's bad. So I was right in going after the Darumaka. They were just able to always have a Darumaka on the field and then They had the PAL pad and they just had everything. They had bosses every turn that they needed it. So if they whiff bosses once, we win that game. So of course they never whiff bosses. NDT, VGC, TGC. Oh, and if you're wondering, how did cards, hey Pilot, you're hip and square and you're hip to be square and you know all about what's happening in Japan and how lotion Japanese players' feetsies are. How's Azumarill doing? Well, the answer is Azumarill's, oh my god, what is this hand? The answer is that Azumarill and all the Megas are doing, oh, that's hilarious, is doing absolutely nothing. Okay, this is still quite terrible. So I think we go get a Charcadet. I attach to the active. We go experience share on the bench and then end turn. A Psychic type Thunderbolt? No, it's slamming you with its belly. You know, it's a bubble gathering and an energized balloon. So yeah, they've done nothing. They have done less than nothing. This is going to be a horrible matchup. I cannot win against this deck. Oh my god, everyone is playing the stupid Kangaskhan. Like, this is... I can't beat... If you have more than 280 hit points, I can't beat you off. This is unfortunate, but we can just win by targeting the Latias and the Ogerpon. So we're not completely out of the game. We have an opportunity to win. They don't have any Monkey Dory down. They are going to be able to do terrible, terrible things to my hand. So my original plan, yeah, they're going to do 2 hundo. So let's go, I guess, just attach to you and play with our rod. I was originally on like Wednesday, I was going to do, hey, how are the new starter decks performing in Japan? The answer is they aren't. So I'm going to have to just kind of hold off on that. And we have to hope they don't have the random freaking boss's orders or something. So let's go. I mean, this isn't really a Tatsugiri. This isn't really Tatsugiri time. So let's get it anyway. It's not really Tatsugiri time, but let's get it anyway. And yeah, we just have to go end turn. So I'm saving, the reason I'm saving the Artisan is because I don't want to give them a monkey. Right. Oh my god! Literally, as long as they don't have a bosses. Oh, as long as they don't have a bosses, we'll be okay. Oh yeah, as long as they don't have a bosses, it'll be totally fine. Good god. Okay, that's fine. The one card, they probably have like 2 copies. As long as they didn't have one, we would have been totally fine. So of course they have it. All right, well, I'm going to go get another one. And you better not have one more. I'm going to be very upset with you. And Tatsugiri will fail. I mean, that's pretty much failing. I mean, I guess I take it just to thin a card out of the deck. And we should probably hold on to the PAL pad. And probably also the energy in case I get like somebody good. Nah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Well, we didn't get anybody good, so I guess that's the silver lining there. We are going to lose our Tatsugiri and a whole bunch of other stuff, though. Okay, so we're going to play with our rod. They can... I mean, the funny thing is they kind of have to go after the Mela, which is hilarious. So they have to target the Mela here because they can't take a risk that I top deck like an Earthen Vessel or an Ultra Ball. But my god, just the turn 1... Like, what was their turn 1 anyway? They had an insane turn 1, too. It was... Yeah, Arvin for Nest Ball Turbo Energized. They had the energy. They were able to get Absol, and then turn 2, they just had it. But I can still win. I can still win. It's just, you know, as long as they have Pokemon that have 240 or less hit points, I can win pretty much any matchup. And also if they don't target my Charcadet every single freaking turn. Okay, so, I mean, I guess they're probably going to go for the Mela here. If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Mela. Because Artisan's obviously staying. The Fire Energy has to stay because, again, they can't risk the Mela. They went for Research. Interesting. Please let me top deck an Ultra Ball or an Earthen Vessel. It was not greedy to shuffle that thing. Okay, well, that's... Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. So, in this situation, we are going to go get another Charcadet because we can't risk it. And yeah, we'll attach that. So if I can just get a Ho-Oh with an... Oh, no, we're still screwed. I was going to say, if we can get a Ho-Oh with an energy, no, we're still screwed. All right, so there's a Moltres. We still have nothing going on. Awesome. We're about to lose our boss's orders. That's really cool. I'm about to just lose this entire game. God, I hate Tatsugiri. I'm blaming, you know, starting the Regigigas, thinking you're going to find some things. I have 8 ball cards in this deck. We've seen 1 of each. You know, I try to not just play the same decks over and over, and I try to find, like, new niches and new fun decks that can maybe do something in the current meta. 151 Graveler. No, we're not. No. Bad. We're not doing that. All right, so they have to take what? 1 more prize, and then I can... They have to take 1 more prize because I don't have a tool scrapper. So... I guess... Yeah, like if I was just able to keep that 3 energy in play, we'd be fine. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess we'll go for Chi-Yu because I don't want to use... I don't think I want to use Volcanion. So let's go Lilies. Because Volcanion would put down... Ooh, hello. Okay, we actually... Something might happen here. It's not going to, but something might. All right, because they can't do the thing. I have nothing great in my hand. So if I just Flare Bringer... And then 1, 2... Okay, if we can get an Iono next turn... Oh, God, no. Okay, we're not going to get an Iono next turn. Okay, so how in the hell am I supposed to win this game? And Lena... Oh, no, I'll be doing another rotation video. Just, we don't... Oh, my... No, that's fine. That's totally fine. Of course you have the bosses every turn you need the bosses. Why wouldn't you? That's silly. So, yeah, I will be making another rotation video, like a full rotation video. Once we know pretty much everything that's going to be in perfect order, I will explain everything. And Gorgoroth, well, don't play decks that can't do more, that do less than 280. You know, play Tool Scrapper. Because I would be able to knock them out if I had Tool Scrapper. And yeah, they got rid of the research. That makes sense. So, yeah, there's more cards that are completely useless. Where the hell have all the boss's orders gone? Where have all the good men gone, am I right? Look at this. I have 2 bosses, Counter Catcher and Prime Catcher, and we can't find any of it. Okay, how many energies in the discard? Just 1? I guess I go Ho for Ho-Ho. Just to thin the deck at this point, I think. And yeah, 1, 2. Okay, there's no way they have another boss's, right? There's no way they have another boss's orders. There's no way that's going to happen. Oh, man. So I can still win somehow, some way. We can still win this game. I just have to... Okay, that's terrible. I just have to take the knockout of this guy with the Reshiram, which I can't do. So I guess I have to knock out the Veltal or one of the Monkey Dory with the Ho-Ho. Because we have 4 Gust cards in the deck. We haven't been able to play a single one, just BDCGL hates me. But we can potentially do it. Oh, they think they're being so cute. Eventually, I'm going to find a Gust card. Eventually, I'm going to find a Gust card. You know, a third of my deck, or less than a quarter of my deck, 28% of my deck is Gust cards. Thank you. Okay, so we have to go boss's orders. I guess the Veltal is the threat. So we boss's orders the Veltal. I retreat, go into the Ho-Ho. Armarouge 1. Okay, no, okay, click to place was a mistake. Because they're afraid. They're afraid that I have another Iono when in reality... Oh my god, PDCGL, can you stop failing at the most basic things? Because they want to make sure that they have the energy, because Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon is the only way they win this game. Unless they can set up another attacker. So they're just trying to, you know, wait me out here. And this is unfortunate if they bosses my Moltres, because the reason I went for the Veltal is if they bosses the Moltres, they can wait me out. That's good. My hand is crap. And Walking Plane, that's what I was ranting about 2 seconds ago. Countercatcher, Prime Catcher, bosses. Okay, there's a Brave Bang. Do I care about the Brave? I don't really think I care about the Brave Bangle. So if I... Hang on. If I use the Ho-Ho, I think this is actually the correct play is attacking. Right? Because... No, because they're just going to heal. Because they're just going to move the damage onto the Reshiram, so then it becomes a moo point. Yeah, I think it's just an end turn. Maybe I should have... Actually, I probably should have retreated and used Flare... Yeah, I should have retreated and used Flarebringer. That was dumb. It's just when the timer starts freaking out at you, you get pressured into making a decision here. So what I should have done is I should have hard retreated into the Chi-Yu, used Flarebringer. They got the thingy thing. And unfortunately, my Reshiram can't do the thingy thing right now. And I don't have a backup Reshiram. So I don't think I can win. Okay, we're going to play one more with this guy. One more. And as long as we don't face... As long as we can face, like, a deck that has things under 280 hit points. 270 maximum. You know, give me let's get rid of the stupid... Can I get rid of the stupid Totsadiri, please? We're getting rid of the stupid... Totsadiri is a curse. Totsadiri is the worst Pokemon ever printed. We're playing with my balls 4 times. I could put a Mew in here, but that doesn't seem great. We have Mela. We have so many things. I have a Palpad. I don't even think we need the... Well, I mean, the Palpad would help with the Iono, but that's not gonna do it. Like, I could go... Like, there's just no right way of doing this, it seems, right? Like, I guess if I go... Like, I can put a penny. Sure, let's put a penny in here. Why not? Like, I could put in Tool Scrapper, I can put in Penny, I can do something. Like, I'm trying to show off the Reshiram, but every game it's like Reshiram is useless unless I find all my Gust cards, but all 4 of the Gust cards are in the bottom quarter of my deck, or bottom, yeah, quarter of my deck. And Gorgoroth, hey, in what, 3.5 months? January, February, no, 3 months. In 3 months, Meowth EX is going to be everywhere. You know, it'll be just as popular as Luminion. This would have been the perfect start, except for the one thing that's missing. Well, actually, there's 2 things missing. Do you know what the 2 things missing from this hand are? Can you tell me what the 2 things missing from this hand are? Because I'm having trouble. Thank you, Mad Pant. Yes, we're missing. Okay, so I have 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 8 Draw Supporters, and 9 Energy, and we have none of those things. Yeah, that's what kind of Guardy? This is for the Wind's Gardevoir. This is a For the Wind Guardy deck, because For the Wind put Xerneas in a Guardy deck once, because I told him about the new cards coming out. Now he relies on me for everything. God, as soon as that, well, like, you could say like, oh, you shouldn't have taken out the Totsadiri, but what would the Totsadiri have done? Yeah, like, I've had people who go to regionals and say, like, I played 15 games at this regionals. I never had a starting hand as bad as the one that you had playing my deck, Trust Your Pilot. So it's just, that's just what it is. It's just, you know, as soon as I get my fingers inside a deck, as soon as I start fingering other people's cards, that's when things go bad. They're about to do the thing, aren't they? Okay, hang on. The jelly has 270. Is this a situation where I gather strength? No. Is this a situation where I gather strength? No. But ironically, this is a situation where yeah, we go Fez, and then I actually want to flip Tails here. So this seems really stupid, but I actually want to flip. The one time I want you to flip Tails, you flip Heads. God. Because then they would take the knockout with the Monkey Dory, and once they take the knockout with the Monkey Dory, that is good, because then I can draw 3 with Fezandipiti, because this is the world I have to live in, is my opponent's just doing all the things. They're manually evolving into a Gardevoir EX, no rare candy needed. They're manually attaching to the Monkey Dory. And there's the bosses. Wait, the boss is on the... Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm just gonna air balloon. They clearly... This is not fair what they're doing to me. Oh. Oh, no. What the... How? How is this... How do they just get it like that? How do they just have the triple Xerneas? This is insane. This is insane. I can't even fathom that this just happened. Like, it was not just the fact that they had the bosses, that they had the manual Guardy, that they had all the things. I'm gonna have to concede now. Everything was lined up perfectly. You know, I thought we were gonna flip Tails. I didn't think they were gonna have, you know, bosses, retreat, all the things. I thought life was going to be a little bit okay. All right. My stubbornness is telling me we have to go one more time. Walking plane, I have, but what am I supposed to do when my opponent has it every single game? Oh god, is this mega? Oh crap. Okay, so we're switching decks after this one. We're switching to the single prize Prism Energy build. Okay, we're going to have a good start. My deck just evolved or something. Okay, this is an acceptable start. This is more than an acceptable start. Oh my goodness, are we actually gonna be able to do the thing? Okay, so that's gonna go there, that's gonna go there. I don't care. I don't care. You want to use the Artisan? Go for it. I'm putting Charcadet down. We have everything that we need to win the game next turn. As long as they don't have, even if they have an Iron Bundle, it doesn't matter. As you can probably tell by the win-loss record, things haven't been great. I've mostly been running into Absol, and this deck can't do more than 270 damage, and that's a problem. I've also been facing people who've just had it every single game, and that's another huge issue. This is probably Dragapult, but that's fine. It's fine if it's Dragapult. I'm not going to have access to my items, so dual turbo isn't really going to do anything. The thing is, yep, there it is. Okay. So I definitely need Regigigas, but the fact that I'm going to be item... Oh, yes. Okay. Give me 5 energy and a research. What the hell is this? I said 5 energy and a research. You give me a research and a penny and a pal pad. Oh, and jamming tower. Great. As if my life wasn't difficult enough as it is. Okay, there's an Armarouge. That's cool. My hand is farting. Also cool. Like, do I just use the penny to bring up the Moltres and just not have the Moltres? No, because, I have to also find Psyduck. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. So we didn't find the Psyduck, which is a massive problem. We lost our Artisan because, of course, they found Jamming Tower. Yeah, the Badoo Fart. Oh, hey, there's a Prime Catcher. Cool. All right, so we needed to get off to a good start. We did not get off to a good start. If we'd gone second, that probably would have benefited us greatly, because we're going to take 2 prizes, right? We're going to take prizes. They're going to bring up the Armarouge. Yeah, they're going to do things with Armarouge. But luckily, we can finally use dual turbo for its intended effect. Unfortunately, I can't do anything. And they're just going to kind of win the game. How am I supposed to blowtorch under item lock? That's the problem. How am I supposed to blow them under item lock? They don't want me to blow them. I can't blow them. I'll never find it. I put 4 Gust cards in this deck, and I had a game where I just needed to find 1, and they were in the bottom of the deck. So this is good. We're going to be able to use dual turbo. I'm knocking out the Badoo. They're just going to draw a million cards. They're going to get Dusclops and Dusknoir. They're probably going to do a board wipe. So we're in an okay position. except for the fact that we're going to lose. All right, so we have to go, yeah, fire off. That there. God, of course the jamming tower's in play too. It's like, it's not just that it's everything else, it's also the jamming tower. All right, so if I put an energy on the Moltres and the Reshiram, I think that makes sense. But they're absolutely going to just have their way with me. And then we prize their other artisan. Okay. I think Clamburglar is talking about a Volcanion that doesn't exist anymore. And let me guess, Dragapult, come on. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this is great. This is so much fun. We're having fun playing Pokemon cards today. Please, just don't get a Dragapult. Please. Be nice to me for one turn. So, assuming they get the Dragapult, which they will, yep. What do? You know, I put 4 research in the deck, 2 Iono, a Mela, a Penny for some reason, 2 Lillie's Determination. Wait, what? Yeah, there's the I was like, have I considered Welder? Oh man, Welder would be great. Okay, so they can't knock anybody out if they use Dusclops this turn. They can just, you know, knock out my Armarouge, which is horrible. I disagree with that because I think they might think I'm attacking with Volcanion, but I'm going to attack with Moltres because I can take the knockout with Reshiram. So I have to go Charcadet. Please tell me there's a Fezandipiti. Thank you. Not that I really want to put it into play. All right. Okay. That is cool. I'm going to put the experience share on you, and I apparently don't have an energy in the discard pile. That's awesome. So we lose the game. God, this deck sucks. You know, it's pretty much just been like Absol and Dragapult all day, and those are terrible matchups. You know, where's the Raging Bolt when you need it? Where's the Golden Go? Where's the Raging Bolt? Where's all the grass decks? You know, where's Empoleon? You know, why is it just Dragapult and Kanga Absol? Maybe they'll get greedy and they won't go for the Charcadet this turn. But they probably have like a counter catcher or something because they always have. Yep. Told ya. They don't even need to blow up their dude. Okay. Well, let's make things interesting, shall we? Okay, if I can Iono, maybe we can... Oh my god. If I can Iono, maybe... Nope. Maybe we can... Nope. Can't do that. That's not allowed. All right, let's get rid of these 2. There's a Charcadet, and then we're going to Mela, and then we're going to knock out the Dusclops, and it's going to work out in our favor. Because they put 2... Oh, we got the Psyduck. So it actually might work out in our favor, but they can't knock out the Charcadet. If they knock out the Charcadet, we 100% lose, and also we still couldn't find a freaking Artisan somehow. Okay, we might actually win. As long as there's no jamming tower in play, we can win this game. Ah, crap. As long as there's no jamming, crap. Okay, so and they're gonna find the Neo. You know they're gonna find the Neo Upper and the Dragapult this turn. You just know it. So if my Fezandipiti survives this turn, that's actually bad because, as you'll recall, we had to lose our penny and our pal pad at the very beginning of the game. So as you'll recall, that was kind of a not cool thing that PTCGL did to me. I mean, they have to have like a Night Stretcher or something, right? They're only, yeah, I mean, I know Dragapult doesn't play a ton of energy, but you'd think they'd have something. Okay. So next turn, the game plan is to go Ultra Ball for Ho-Oh, because I have to do that. Yep, I told you, they always have the Neo Upper. I mean, it's almost impossible given that they only have 9 cards left, but if it was me, I would have all 4 of my Gust cards in the bottom quarter of my deck, because that's PTCGL for you. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, actually, that might be good. That might actually be good. Because I can, because that's keeping things, I can use the Ho-Oh EX. Okay, hang on, that might actually not suck. I just have to get it back. And there's a bosses. Wait, does that do anything? I don't actually know. Okay, so let's flip the script first. Get all of our bosses, because that's cool. Get every single bosses that I really wish I still had. But, I mean, there's still a Prime Catcher in the deck. We're totally going to find that, right? Right? But this is not good. So I think what I have to do is Ultra Ball away the research and the vessel. Go get Ho-Oh. Yeah, we have to double Ho-Oh. 1, 2. I have to retreat the Fez. And then, yeah, I have to go attach. And we have to fire off from the Fez to the Ho-Oh. I have to bosses the Dusclops. And then we have to hope. Because, you know, you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you do it this way? Why didn't you do it that way? The reason that I had to do this is because a counter catcher, if I'd knocked out the Dragapult, they have another Dragapult. And I'd also like to point out that I had many ways to get the Psyduck back, and PTCGL decided to hate me. But, you know, I know that I shouldn't use the Fezandipiti first, but I also knew that I had to get the, like, the odds of me getting the cards that I needed. This is PTCGL, right? This is PTCGL. The odds of me getting the cards that I needed to win the game were slim at best. I had to go with the path that I knew, right? I couldn't leave it up to chance. I had to go with the path that I knew would give me yeah, okay. You know, but yeah, okay. You don't have to rub it in that you just doubly had it. They're gonna Monkey Dory me, aren't they? Okay, do they not realize that they have game? Oh, man. And we don't even get to see the end screen. Don't even get to see the end screen. All right, so we're going to do this one. This is the single prize one. And Tammy Mock, I needed to get the Psyduck, but there was just no thing that I could do. Right? They had access to all the cards in their deck. It just didn't seem like there was anything I could realistically do to win. They would be able to get around it however they wanted. All right, well, we can knock out a Badoo if they start a Badoo. Fart sign. But yeah, like, so the fact that they showed me the Monkey Dory proved that I would have lost. No, even if I'd done the correct play, which was go for the Psyduck, the Monkey Dory would have won them the game, because they would have just gone Monkey Dory, put 30 damage on my active, and then done 200 with the Dragapult, so it didn't matter. So if I don't get the Psyduck back, they have Dusclops or Dust. No. hello. They have Dusclops or Dust Noir for game. Crap. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so how do I win? We got to put that into play. I can try to give them a handy. And we might have been able to daunt them. Oh, of course. Oh, Trust Your Pilot decided to go first. Yeah, what a great idea, Trust Your Pilot. You should definitely go first. And I would have been able to fart sign and win the game. So yeah, they had 3 different win conditions. I was screwed from the beginning. Okay, so this is actually, I think we can win this one, right? We can win this one. Uh-oh. Really? Is the Crispin necessary? Is the Crispin actually necessary in this situation? Okay. And also, why would you get the lightning? Why wouldn't you just accelerate the metal unless they screwed up the order of operation? Because you're getting 2 lightning and 2 grass. Unless they're just going to put it all in the iron hands, which I guess they should, yeah. Believe it or not, I can win this game. It's almost impossible, but I can. Okay, so we get rid of the iron leaves. We have Regigigas, which isn't really going to help us out very much. I guess I attach to you as long as I can get a Charcadet. As long as I get a Charcadet this turn, we have a chance to win. Thank you. And we got a Ho-Ho. Okay, and we have Great Tusk. Ah, crap, but this is not the matchup. So the reason that I have the Great Tusk... Hey, Pilot, why do you have Great Tusk in the deck? Well, my fine feathered friend... Actually, do I retreat the Enamorous? Hang on, this actually might be a goated play. If I retreat the Enamorous, go into the Fez, and then get all the things next turn, I might be a freaking genius. Of course, they'll have a bosses, and I'll lose. But I'm not going to show you what the Great Tusk does, because I might seem like a genius if they fall into my trapinch here. Oh my god. And they're probably going to go for the Charcadet now. I mean, they would have had it anyway, so I guess I can't really complain. You know, I can't really, I did Iono them into everything. So the Great Tusk, this is my Kangaskhan counter. Because obviously Kangaskhan plays Monkey Dory, and they're going to put damage counters on a bench Pokemon. Wait, they used Arven! Oh, they don't know! So wait, what are they doing? Wait, what's their plan? Wait, what's happening? Are they seriously going for Prime Catcher? And they're going to save a bosses? Or are they just going to put more energy into play and be like, what are you going to do, bro? Oh, this is why I didn't put the Great Tusk down, is because I knew, but they should have 100% taken 2 prizes on the Charcadet. There's no world where you don't take 2 prizes on the Charcadet. That's, there's no world where you don't do that. Are they trying to be in a YouTube video or something? Because joke's on them. We've played for 2 hours and things have not gone well. I mean, they already attached, though. They already... What the hell? I am confused, but also things kind of worked out. I have no idea what's happening, but things kind of... Where the hell is all the energy? So now what the hell do I do? Because they're knocking out the Reshiram. I have to put the Charcadet down in case they have another Gust card. I guess I Night Stretcher. Oh, right, because it's a Prism Energy. Crap, I thought it was a Fire Energy. I went autopilot there. So yeah, we'll put the Brave Bangle there. I mean, do I just go for it? Because the problem is if they just have a grass energy. No, I'm going to end turn. I'm going to end turn. Right? Because, I mean, I know that I don't have the Great Tusk anymore. But this is fine. It does what? I think it's 180, right? Yeah, Shocking Web does 180. So that's fine. We're going to draw 8 cards out this turn. We got the goated Armarouge. Okay, so we can do things. Things can be done here. Hey, we got it. Okay, so we have a knockout on the Galvantula. They don't have a knockout on my Ho-Oh. Unfortunately, what they do have a knockout on is my Ho-Oh with the Pikachu. And I don't really have a way around that. So I think we try to masterfully bait them instead. I think masterfully baiting them is probably the correct call here. As much as I don't want to, masterfully bait them. So they're either going to take 2 prizes with their Iron Hands on the Charcadet, or they're just going to take the knockout with the Galvantula, because obviously they're playing a little weirdly. But either way, I can take the knockout of their handy with Boss's hors d'oeuvres. No. Okay, that's crap. But they didn't knock out. Oh, they're taking 3 prizes? Joke's on you. I have an Iono, and you've activated my trap card. Yeah, they definitely want to be in a YouTube video. You can tell my opponent wants to be in a YouTube video when they're doing this. All right, so we send them down. I can have my own handy. They only have access to 1 Pikachu. That's an unfortunate Iono because, we would like to have got that next turn. An Iono next turn. That would have been cool. But the Chi-Yu is really good. Right? Like the Chi-Yu can do things. Do things that, my current girlfriend won't do. Okay, there's Fartazon. That's unfortunate. Yeah, those are all unfortunate cards that we have acquired. All right, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yeah, I guess I just Burning Flare and take my prizes. And this is another combo with the Great Test, right? If you Reshiram once. Okay, if you Reshiram, the Reshiram hurts itself, and then it activates Great Test. So in this situation, okay, so they're being a butt face. They're gonna take the knockout with the Galvantula if they can. They're gonna Night Stretcher. I mean, the Magneton's a problem. The Pikachu's a problem. The Galvantula's a problem. So I believe I have to take a knockout with the Enamorous this turn. The issue with that strategy is that I need to put a Grass Pokemon in play, and I need to find a Prism Energy. But I mean, that's all doable, like your mom, right? What the hell? Can you explain this one to me, please? Okay, so what I have to do is... I don't think there's anything I can do anymore. Right? There's no one who can save me. I'm not Remy Zero. All right, so let's go Chi-Yu. Tommy Mac, if it did, I would never find it. So, yeah, we have to go for Chi-Yu. And then I guess I can bring up the Miraidon or something. Right? I can switch into Chi-Yu, counter catcher the Miraidon, fire off 1 to you, and then Flare Bringer. Put 2 energy on, sure. But it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, what if you played Hilda? I played 4 Gust cards in a game earlier today, and all 4 of them were in the, oh my god. I tried, okay? I tried to do the right thing. Luckily, their Galvantula does not take a knockout of my Chi-Yu. They have to attack with Pikachu. And if they attack with Pikachu, I can Iron Hands, but I don't have any way to draw cards. So that's an issue. Is if I could just knock out the Magneton with Iron Hands, we could win the game. Obviously, that will not happen. So, yeah, and then just the Pikachu wins them the game. So I have to knock out the Magneton. And I currently have no way of doing that. I guess it would be the Ho-Oh. I'd have to get an energy. Or no, the Reshiram would do it. So I can use the Reshiram to KO the Magneton. And then I don't know what happens after that. Because the Pikachu is going to have Power Glass. Oh, wait, they don't know. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's 130. I thought it was 100. Right, it has 100 hit points. It's with the, yeah, never mind. Don't listen to me. You should never listen to me. It's, the secondary part of the attack is 130. So, yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah. All right, well, this is going to be a VOD exclusive. Like, it's also the fact that I just haven't been attacking with Reshiram. That's the other fun part. Is just Reshiram hasn't done anything. Yeah, luckily the December ranked ladder ends with like 3 days left in January, so that's a good thing. But, you know, maybe another break is in the cards here. Maybe I have to go on another break because there's no good decks left. There's just no more good decks. All the good decks are gone. Where have all the good decks gone? I guess I put this guy down because I can't start the Reshiram. I can't start the Gigas. We have to start the Iron Leaves and just hope. And that is on the list because it does work with Wondrous Patch, but like there's just no playable decks anymore. Right? Putting Reshiram in here, like I'm going to mess around with Toxtricity. That'll be probably the first deck that I play when I come back from Christmas break. That could be like 3 days. It might not be that long. But it's so tough to like get it up for playing, you know, off meta decks. And wait, Tommy, how did you know? Okay, so we have to put Regigigas down. We have to put the Artisan down. We have to go Air Balloon. I have to Artisan for Charcadet. Because if I don't, we lose the game. And then, I mean, Brave Bangle on anybody? I guess I save the Brave Bangle. But does it really matter? 240, 110. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. So I'm just wasting the Brave Bangle here. All right, if I get a Fire Energy, you know what we're doing. I have to gather strength because there's no way they can take a knockout next turn. What are they going to do? Have all the things they need? I'd like to see them try. Also, if they get Badoo, we lose. So if they get Badoo, we are majorly screwed here. So tell them not to get Badoo. Everyone tell them not to go energy attached to the Chi-Yu, Artisan for Badoo, retreat into Badoo, and Badoo all the bad things. Don't you do it. Don't get a Badoo. Don't get a Badoo. Ah, I knew it. Okay, so I guess I just keep gathering strength. Because, you know, the Regigigas is a problem for them. Right? It's not like they want to see the Regigigas. Ooh, okay. Yeah, and also the fact that they have to get rid of an energy if they... Oh, my God. Well, this probably means we're going to find a Prism Energy. or find absolutely nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I mean, there's no way they're using Flarebringer now. They have to Itchy Paw in. All right, well, I'm going to attach to the Iron Leaves. They are absolutely going to Tool Jammer me. All right, so there's a Reshiram. We have to go Artisan for another Charcadet, just so we don't immediately lose the game. So, if I think I attach to the Iron Leaves, and then we go Lillie's Determination, and then I'm going to gather Strength again, and then, of course, we get the Prism Energy. That's fine. So we gather Strength one more time. We're out of energy. Great. And, I mean, I do have bosses, but I don't have an Armarouge. Tommy Mac, no, the Charcadet can't. The good Charcadet can. But I also wanted to show off another Phantasmal Flames card, which is the new Charcadet. There's the other Charcadet that one-shots a Badoo. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. This one does 10 damage. But it finds 2 energy, and the 2 retreat cost is what makes this unplayable, in my opinion. If it had a 1 retreat cost, sure. Okay, give me Boss's Energy Armarouge. That's all I'm asking for. Boss's Energy Armarouge. You gave me energy. I asked for Boss's Energy Armarouge. You gave me an energy. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we go. Yeah, let's Artisan again. Go get. I mean, the Reshiram doesn't really do anything. So if I go Prism Energy and then Brave Bangle, we can go Lilies. And you'll notice that this Iron Leaves would have been perfect. Oh my god. Okay, so we have it. We have it. Uh-oh, wait, did I screw up? I think I screwed up. Wait, no, I didn't. I'm a genius. Okay, so we have to go. I have to go Fire Off. Okay, there's a very specific way that this has to go, or else I lose the game because I'm an idiot. But we're fine. I didn't screw up. Everyone, it's okay. But you'll notice that the Iron Leaves has an air balloon on it, and it doesn't have a Brave Bangle, and it's actually the perfect card to one-shot the Charizard. So now Regigigas has to pull like triple duty. Heh, duty. So it has to pull all the duty right now, which is not great. And Loman, with last week's update, you got to follow me on Twitter. I posted about this on Twitter. It's like you're not following me on Twitter. I have as many Twitter followers as Twitch. I actually have more Twitter followers than Twitch followers. How are you not one of them? You know, you gotta get with the times. So, you know, I told you all about them. But yeah, they, instead of fixing major issues, like I've run into, so since the update where they added the cards farting, I've had the top card of my deck just, you know, floating over the discard pile. My deck has evolved. I've had the deck select glitch numerous times. Energy disappears. Just random freezing. And Mad Panda, is it going to be bamboo? It's the same thing we eat every night. It's bamboo, isn't it? No, because you're a panda. Get it? You're a panda. Bamboo. Pandas eat bamboo. That's the joke I'm going for. Yeah, but pandas are so lazy they're not hunters. How is this my life? How is this the life that I'm living right now? All right. Elena, if you haven't played Arceus, you got to play Arceus. Those are the rules. Okay, so I think I go Prism Energy. No, I got to just go Mega Fire of Envy and knock out the Badoo in this situation, I think. Because remember, the Regigigas is kind of the linchpin of this whole deck right now. If we lose the Regigigas, we lose the game. It's like the canceled season of Heroes. It's not save the cheerleader, save the world. It's lose the Regigigas, lose the game. You know, maybe I don't think they have a Mega Charizard. That'd be weird if they had Mega Charizard. I think it's probably just regular Charizard. But, you know, if this thing did 70 more, Avenging Edge, if you could just edge for 10 more damage, if you could just go 170, you could knock out a Charizard. But I thought this was just Dragapult. I thought this was Dragapult, so I just put the balloon on the Iron Leaves. I didn't think much of it. And then we get immediately punished. Lomed, clearly you have not watched every episode of Heroes if you're saying that. Remember when they brought it back for a year and then they immediately canceled it because it was so bad? I remember that. Remember when they had Hayden Panettiere's character in Heroes Reborn? Okay, that's fine. Remember when they had Hayden Panettiere's character in it and they didn't show her face because they couldn't afford her? They just had her body on the table or something? Spinoff. Heroes Reborn is not a spinoff. It's a continuation. There's a difference. Okay, are they going for Dragapult? Oh, they are going for... So wait, that's interesting. I was not expecting this. So they left all my energy. This is why I didn't put any energy on the Regigigas. Is because obviously they'd target the Reggie if they had the choice. Can I actually win a game with this deck? And not use Reshiram? Because every deck has more than 280 hit points these days? You know, back in my day, decks had, you know, 200 hit points. You know, 210 hit point Pokemon. That was considered the top of the barrel. All right, so I go for... Oh, yeah, and then, of course, we get that guy. So I think I have to play with my balls. I've got some unfortunate news to tell all of you. I think I have to play with my balls. All right, so let's go get the Fez because I need to draw cards. And also, I mean, I know they're on odd prizes, but with Dragapult, that's not saying... Oh, my goodness. Okay. This is great. Fantastic. I mean, we are taking a knockout, but they're about to take a bunch of prizes. So, yeah, that's fun. Fun is the word I would use to describe the situation that we are currently in. All right, let's break their jewels, baby. And there's a Lillies. Okay, so, I mean, we're probably going to be able to do something next turn. You know, we have the Ho-Oh. This is more of a traditional... This is like a single prize Ho-Oh Armarouge deck, which just sounds bad because it is. You know, you just got to be like, I know the 2-prize version is bad as well, but you got to live with it at some point. You know, you just got to live with it. You know, you just got to live with... You're probably going to lose if you don't find your Legacy Energy, and even if you do find your Legacy Energy, you're probably going to lose it. Yeah, the current Switch sale is kind of crazy. Like, Cyberpunk 2077, a Switch 2 game is 75% off. The original Kingdom Come Deliverance is like $5. The new Mario and Rabbids game is like $5. And hot dogs, and that's the problem. You never set up. That's the problem, is for some reason you just never set up. Okay, so we still potentially have it. Right? Regigigas is the MVP. And then I have Reshiram. But the problem is we're going to lose all of our energy. But I'm going to be able to Gigas, and then I just need 3 energy on the Reshiram. But we're okay. We're fine. They didn't put the energy on the Dragon. Wait, what? What's your ace spec? It must be Neo Upper. Tommy, no, it's unfair stamp. Oh no. Okay, as long as we're fine, we're okay. Okay, well that's a Ho-Oh. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. But this is concerning. We were fine until the stupid unfair stamp. All right. I mean, I can buy a turn if I need to. Oh, no. Oh, thank you. That's exactly the card that I needed. I mean, I honestly think this is just a Flarebringer turn, to be completely honest. I think we have to Flarebringer. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, yes. I believe this is still a Flarebringer turn. So let's go Ho-Oh. Yeah, we have 1 energy left in the deck. That's cool. We got to thin that out. And, yep, we're going to go 1, 2. We have to hope they don't have a Gust card, even though they're going to have access to all of the cards in their hand. And then I have to Chi-use you. They probably think I'm going to attack, but I'm not that dumb. I'm crazy. I'm not dumb. And then we go Flarebringer. We put 2 on the Iron Leaves. And they have game. We put 2 on the Iron Leaves, and they can just win the game if they get a Dragapult set up. But if they can't get a Dragapult set up, or if they can't find a Gust card. Okay, well, I mean, they're going to see, what, 6 cards this turn? I think they're going to be okay. Okay, so they knock out whomever. The Chi-Yu is still going to be on the field, which is really bad. So they're just going to win on card. That's been the story of this entire stream, is they're just going to win on card advantage. But when's the last time I faced this many freaking Dragapult decks in one stream? This is like 6 Dragapult decks this entire stream. And they didn't even need to find a bosses. That's unfortunate. Okay, so they go for probably the Fez? Yeah, I think you go for the Fez in that situation. The Reshiram does take a knockout. So that's fine. But the problem with the Reshiram taking a knockout is that it's okay, that's fine. Is that it's going to reactivate Countercatcher. So again, they're just a Gust card away from winning. So it's like, yes, Reshiram takes the knockout, but I needed to knock out a single prizer with like Chi-Yu. If I can knock out a single prizer with Chi-Yu, if I can knock out, you know, a Dracloak with Chi-Yu, we might have a chance. Okay, you know, I'll take it. It's not ideal, but you know, it's gonna maybe make their life slightly more difficult. You know, this is supposed to be a baby Reshiram deck. This is not supposed to be an EX Reshiram deck. And we got absolutely nothing. Awesome. Thank you. I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're either going to win or lose. There is no other option. And also, the Prism Energy is stuck on that Armarouge because the Armarouge is evolved. Sure, I may as well put all the energy on the Reshiram. All right. So what? They still need an energy. That is one thing. They still need an energy and a Gust card, but they're going to probably find a Night Stretcher for their Fez. They're going to Dracloak twice. The odds of them not finding the 2-card combo are very, very slim. I was going to say, if they get somebody that fills up their bench, that means they can't get Fezandipiti. So, I mean, I don't think they were searching their deck. I think they were just, you know, shuffling. Yeah, they were shuffling their deck. Though they could use Artisan to do that, but I think they were shuffling their deck just because that would have meant their hand probably had Gust cards and energy in it. And actually, if they have a Night Stretcher, they're going to Night Stretcher for an energy unless they don't have what they need in their hand. Okay, so Countercatcher. Wait, no, they still, that's not good. Countercatcher can get them, or they can get Night Stretcher or Countercatcher. They can't get both. So is this actually going to be a win? But again, it's not a YouTube game, right? It's not a YouTube game because I attacked with Regigigas and Reshiram EX. I didn't attack with anybody else. Oh, they got a Blood Moon Ursa Luna, don't they? They got a Blood... Okay, the Ursa Luna would have won the game for him. Okay, Psyduck. Okay. So I think this means they lose, right? Because there's no one they can put up. If they had it, they would have done it. Also, why did they do all that before the recon directive? Okay, is the last card in your hand a counter catcher? Ah, we win. Oh no, the Defiance Band. Oh no. Why do they have a Defiance Band? Okay, so they won. So they literally got the energy. I forgot about the Defiance Band. This game is just hates me. You know, I'm done. I'm done building fun decks. You know what, January, I'm just gonna play good decks all January. Yeah. I know, right? I'm just gonna play good decks all January. How dare I? I'm gonna do it. Don't tempt me live. I will do it. I will play good decks. Oh, but that's this deck literally is cursed. You know, it never does, like, the whole archetype is just completely cursed. It never works the way you want it to. I wish it did. Gardevoir January. Okay, I'm not that crazy. Guardy, yeah, you play Guardian, we don't watch. No, I'll just be Golden Go all month. I'll just play Golden Go decks, just every Golden Go with Energy Search Pro, Golden Go with Solrock Lunatone, just all, you know, I'll get to the 2000s. Again! This is insane! This is not natural. And also, I can't give them the Artisan because they'll definitely get a Badoo if I do that. I mean, I guess I just get rid of that and that, and we go for a Pignite. Oh, we don't have our Pignite. Awesome. Why would we have our Pignite? That would make too much sense. So, yeah. And Tommy Mac, oh, that's what's going to happen. You know, I tried to play around a Badoo. Didn't matter. Because Dragapult always gets the... Oh, wait, what? Let me guess, you got another one? Yep. If they don't get a Badoo off the first Poffin, that means they have a second Poffin. And, oh, please tell me you have a Lillies in that hand, too. You know, an Energy and a Lillies. Oh, they had two Lillies in that hand. And, oh, okay, they didn't even need an Energy. We're having fun today. And Huge Beard Guy, damn straight. We are having so much fun. And, you know, that's why I got rid of the rare candy. That's why I used the Ultra Balls, because I knew we were about to get Itchy Pollen. All right, well, let's Iono. Of course, we prized the Pignite. There's only one. I know there's only one, but prizing it still sucks. And, okay, well, we got to knock out the Badoo. And Fire Breather is such a useful card, isn't it? Isn't Fire Breather such a useful card? Aren't you just like, oh, every time I see Fire Breather, I'm just so happy to see it. And there's the stupid Pignite. And yeah, if I, you know, put in Psyduck and Rabska and all the Battle Cage in the world, then we will never see Dragapult. You know, at least tomorrow's stream, we know I'm gonna start losing. You know, maybe I'll play in casual just to get really crazy things. And then a boss. Well, at least I can, you know, do the thing. So we have to Pignite first. Or sorry, no, we have to attach and then retreat, then Pignite. Isn't not being able to play your items such a fun mechanic? You know, I'm so glad they introduced a card that shuts off all your items for no energy. So happy. All right, well, that's exactly what I wanted. You know, I was just thinking to myself, what's the one basic that I want to get? And it was going to be Pidgey. And there's a Tepig rubbing its butt on the floor like a dog with an itchy... I can say anus, right? Because that's a body part. You know, if you can't say body parts, that's immature. Yeah, we prized 1 Pidgey, 2 Pidgey. We got EMBOAR, but that has a 4 retreat cost, so that's bad. The Poffin is useless in this situation. So yeah, I have a feeling that tonight is not going to be a good night. That we're about to lose our Reshiram and our Pidgey, and then I'm about to have an EMBOAR that I can't retreat. And we just completely lose the game. I mean, I can get 7 energy out of the deck, but then what? Right? Like, yeah, I can EMBOAR, get 7 energy out of the deck, and then do nothing. Actually, that's all I can do. I was going to say. That's all I can... Badoo's sticking around. I don't think you will understand how long Badoo's sticking around for. Stick around for another year. Okay. So I have to... I don't even think there's anything I can do. Yeah, it's getting a full art. All right, so let's go Buddy Poffin. Sure, I'm sure nothing bad will happen after doing this. And then we go for EMBOAR, Fire Breather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. We have to retreat. Ryusham, that's a clam burglar level joke right there. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. But it doesn't reset the legality. So as you've seen from my previews, most of the cards in Ascended Heroes are just going to be reprints, and they don't reset their legality. So that's one nice thing. But God, this deck is cursed. You know, we play a rare candy deck. We prize our Pignite, and then we can't use our rare candies, and then we just never find our basics. Well, we're about to lose a Pidgey and a Tepig. Yeah, there's that. Okay. I have thinned the deck of everything bad, so we can only top deck good cards at this point. There is only good cards available to us. And Tommy, absolutely. But that's like saying, you know, Clam Burglar's jokes are going to get funnier next year. Doesn't mean they're going to be funny, it just means they'll be funnier. So, you know, it's all relative, right? Just like my stepsister, but she's not a blood relative. So it's okay. All right, so it'd be great if they could stop playing cards and just win the game right now. Just, you know, it'd be great if you just, you know, won the game. I'd be really happy. Yeah, I know, right? They are giving me a prize. So, you know, we could theoretically still win the game. If I played, you know, if I just put like 4 Enhanced Hammer in my deck, we could win the game. Okay, that's a Fez. That is a Fezandipiti. Oh my god, seriously. And a Hawlucha. Well, okay, well, Hawlucha doesn't really matter. I mean, everything's getting destroyed anyway. And Ryusham, we'll play one more with this deck, but I mean, I didn't even get to do any of my strategy. It's like I knocked out 2 Badoo with a Reshiram, and that's all I did. Oh, man. I mean, if I can get an EMBOAR and a Torkoal and all that stuff, we might be okay. Thank you. Thank you. That Buddy Poffin. Oh, there's literally nothing left in the deck. Is there... Oh, there's no Fezandipiti. I think it's because there's... That was not a tidal wave of a match. That was a tidal wave of crap. All right, we'll play one more because this is a Japanese list that won a very small tournament, and you know, you think you just copy and paste the deck list from Japan. Of course, it's gonna go well. So this will be a VOD exclusive. So for VOD exclusives, I will include the deck list in the description of those. So for, you know, ones that aren't VOD exclusives, I include the deck list in the videos on the main channel. Okay, we're gonna go second. So you will find the deck list, even though I don't know why you'd want them, because that's stupid. Okay, great start. This is actually, unironically, a great start, except for the fact that we have nothing good. This is unironically a great start, except for all the bad stuff. Are you freaking kidding me with the Bidoo? Okay, so... No, this is Arena. Vanderwoodson. Deep cut right there. Okay, so we might be able to win. I know it's a water deck, but... Okay, that is perfect. So we go... Buddy Poffin. We get one of each. I think I go for... Nest Ball for... I mean, it has to be Torkoal. Reshiram's useless in this matchup because remember, Zarina is a water type. Lena, it'd probably be less. If I had to guess, it'd probably be less. All right, let's go for... I don't know, a freaking Tepig? I don't know, because they got the stupid... They got the thingy thing. So I have to basically go for one-shots. Oh, goody. I'm so excited for not being able to do what I need to do next turn. All right, I believe I'm in a situation where I have to Iono. Like, I can tackle and take the KO. That's fine. Oh, they're playing the... If there's a stadium in play, your opponent's active is poison. Boy, that's not enough. Right? It's not enough, because Zarina leaves them with 30. So they have to have... They must have Perilous Jungle in the deck. Now, Lena, I wouldn't be surprised if viewership just keeps going down. Because remember, there's so much competition now. Like, you know, Magic is more popular. Like, everything is more popular than TCG Live. TCG Pocket is 1,000,000 times more popular. My God, this deck. I hate you so much. Okay, so we have to go for, like, another Tepig or something, I guess. I don't know. We're going to lose. We're going to lose so badly. Okay, so let's attach to you. I could use Fire Breather. Fox Den, look at the win-loss record. Yeah, there's just too many TCG games. I have cards. Yeah, there's, you know, and you got to think of it like this. Fortnite has 1 billion players. Marvel Rivals is massively popular. You look at like Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. And all these other free-to-play card games. Like, they released the data from Star Trek Enterprise, played by Brent Spiner, but they released the data, and it was, what, 14% of new releases this year on Steam were what was played. Trouble Bubbles, luckily, I have a video on that. It's the pin video. It's the pin video on my channel. What the difference is between Pocket and Live. They're actually quite different. Pocket is 3 prizes, 20 card decks. I don't know why they haven't introduced new formats. But yeah, they said out of all the Steam users this year, the bajillions of Steam users, only 14% of them played new games that came out this year. So a lot of it is just like older free-to-play games like League of Legends, Valorant, Marvel Rivals, just free. Oh my God, Clambergler. Yes, you're the one who keeps saying, okay. We take those. You know, we take those wins. You know, I'm starting to think Arvin might be better than Fire Breather. But the Japanese players would never steer me clear or steer me wrong. So, yeah, just like it's going to be mostly free-to-play games. You know, why would you waste your time on the Pokemon TCG. The Pokemon TCG is the only card game where it's more about collecting than battling. And you might say, oh, well, what about Magic? No, Magic is, and Trouble Bubbles, I'm trying, but at my age, it's tough. At my age, it's tough. Okay, really wish we had that other Pidgey that could get my basics. Well, no, if you're going to watch someone play cards online, it's going to be TCG Pocket, right? Because TCG Live is just such a not great game. And TCG Pocket, there's like new cards every month. It's, you know, you get to, it's just more promoted. Yeah, IRL play is good. IRL play is doing really well. It's everything else that's doing terribly. Is this Dragapult again? Yeah, like it's hilarious. IRL is doing, it's Dragapult again. How is this the world? And again, they have another, oh my God. Why are you doing this to me? How can you do this to me? What have I, and then we prized the Pidgeot, or the Pidgeotto. And then I'm just like, oh, everything's going to be fine because we have the Pidgeotto. No, we prized the Pidgeotto too. The one game where we needed the Pignite, we prized the Pignite. The game where we needed the Pidgeotto, we prized the Pidgeotto. So yeah, just TCG Live is just, you know, it's a combination of things, right? TCG Live is doing the digital space no favors. But it's also the fact that TCG Live is free. Like I've talked about this a lot, is you don't really need to watch creators play TCG Live because you can just build the decks yourself and just play them yourself. Like I know For the Win and Little Dark Furry and Azul are still getting, you know, tens of thousands of views. But it used to be that you could get over 100,000 views. Like Tricky Jim, you look at Tricky Jim's most popular videos. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to see how many videos do you think Tricky Jim has over 100,000 views that are just gameplay, not like the other stuff like the how to shuffle or... Yeah, top 5 decks according to a TCG Pro. Mahone's 2 biggest videos are TCG Pocket videos. And Mahone is not a TCG Pocket creator. That is crazy. But you look at this, 4 years ago, 40 energy deck, pure domination, sent to storage, 219,000 views. So it's 1, 2, it's actually several, like there's a lot. But 3 of Mahone's videos are TCG Pocket videos that are over 100,000 views. And you look at Mahone, the top 5 decks in TCG Pocket, that's another one. That's his most recent video, over 100,000 views. But his most recent gameplay video, over 100,000 views for the TCG, is 3 years ago. So in over 3 years, he hasn't done that. Lomed, the godfather of online TCG content, the original, the OG of playing PTCGO online. So yeah, it's literally been 3 years since probably anyone in the space has had a gameplay video over 100,000 views. And that is insane. But that's just how it is, right? That's just how the world is going in this space, is that why would you want to watch TCG Live? And it's like, you know, it just so happens, hey, there's no Badoo over there. It just so happens that 3 years ago coincides with the release of a certain game. I'm not going to tell you which one, but a certain game released around that time, and a certain game was shut down around that time. So what do you think led to it? So again, TCG Live definitely just like killed the space. Battletoads. So yeah, you just look at Mahone, who is, you know, the biggest person, or was, I guess, because, you know, Mahone's more about streaming now, was the biggest person in the space. And then you just look at their decline, and it's not because the content changed or anything. I mean, it is, but it's not because, like, the content changed because, you know, it went from PDCGO to... Rare Candy Pidgeot. Let me guess, you're gonna knock out my Pidgey somehow. My Pidgey is not long for this world. Oh, they played Dawn, so maybe if they have Prime Catcher, they're gonna knock out my Pidgey? Yeah, Transformers. But yeah, PDCGO, soon as PDCGO goes, then the views for everyone start declining. Weird how that works. And then it's just dropped longer. Mahone is tricky. Yeah, Mahone is Tricky Gym. There you go. Yeah, Mahone is Tricky Gym. And then just TCG Pocket further cut into it. It's like, oh, if you want to watch, if you type in Pokemon trading card game online and Eternity, it doesn't matter what it is, we're going to lose. Yep, I told you, they're going to knock out the Pidgey this turn. That was not non-negotiable. That was definitely what was going to happen. And if it wasn't for Mahone for the win, and Little Dark Furry would not exist. But yes, Eternity, they could be playing the last place deck in a tournament of 2 people. We would still lose. And yeah, this Reshiram's about to get KO'd, by the way. So I may as well take a prize while we do it. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, Ultra Ball away, that and that. We have to go get a Pidgey, because the Japanese player was like, we don't need no stinking Fezandipiti in this deck. Who needs Fezandipiti in this deck? That's a stupid person's idea. That's a stupid person card. Stupid babies need the most attention. All right, so there we go. I don't know how this is going to go other than we're going to lose. I mean, if they somehow can't find a Dusclops, we might win, but we're not going to win. Oh my God. And hot dog buns, you didn't miss anything. So it's like, that's why, like, I really do want to get into TCG Pocket. Because again, my #1 gameplay video of all time is a TCG Pocket gameplay video. Mahone's top 2 videos of all time are TCG Pocket videos. You know, it's just the space is very crowded. That's the only issue, is that it's a very, very crowded space. And that's the only thing that would hold me back. Well, there's no guarantees. Like, I could just blitz the market, but I think, like, I'll tough it out for another year in this game. But yeah, if it doesn't get better, I think we might be calling it. I think I might have to call it and be like, yeah, maybe I'm a TCG Pocket player now. You know, maybe I have to be a TCG Pocket player now and just, you know, say whatever. No, Pocket's still doing great numbers. You look at Spraggles. Spraggles just gets like 100,000 views a video, right? For the win. Yeah, I'm a pilot. Lena, I'm a pilot. Obviously. Duh. Jeez. Okay, if we can just top deck a rare candy, we'll be fine. Or, no, we have 2 chances to find a rare candy. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's bad, but I'll take it. So I think I just have to attach to the Pidgey and then hope that, okay, that could be fine. Would have been great if they did that before the Dusclops. All right, this is horrible. We got absolutely nothing off of that. Press 1 if you're having fun. We'll play one more game. I'll play the Great Tusk EX build just because I really wanted to destroy Kangaskhan. So yeah, actually, I'll do a prediction. We'll do a prediction for the final game. It'll be a Great Tusk build. It's not going to go well. It's not going to go well at all. And let me pop off. I started a new thing where I can't see other emotes, so you have to use an emote from my channel to showcase your displeasure or whatever it is. All right, so there's Torkoal. We can win the game this turn. I think I attached that there. I think we just got to put the Tepig down. And then... Hey, we got a Pidgey. Okay, well, we also have Fire Breather. I guess I have to go get rid of these two. Go for Pidgeot. Really wish I hadn't attached that energy, huh? And we still, believe it or not, we still can't knock out the Charizard. Still can't knock out the Charizard. Isn't that cool? Isn't that great? Still can't knock out the Zard. All right, well, I guess I get rid of their Area 0 underpants? Right? I guess? Because they can't knock out my Pidgeot yet. Unless they, what, get a Dusclops? Oh, yeah. Never mind, we lose because they have a Dusclops. They would have won anyway. Oh, man. I don't know if I can ever go back and play an Armarouge deck. Like, I guess I will ahead of rotation, but there's just nothing good comes of it ever. I hate that new redemption screen. Why did they do that? Okay, so Great Tusk. This is just like that first deck, but there's a Great Tusk in it. It's like the first deck, except there's a Great Tusk in it. So, yeah, I guess when I come back, I have to play a good deck, because we're not gonna... No one thinks I'm gonna win this game? I guess I have to play a good deck, because we do have to get to Master League at some point. Yes, I would like to go first. All right, so as soon as we see what we're facing, I'm turning off the prediction, so everyone should bet 10 points on yes, and someone should bet 10,000 on no. What the hell is this hand? I went first because the deck has like 4 Nest Ball and 4 Ultra Ball and Squawkabilly and all the things. Oh yeah, that Bosses is really going to change things up. All right, well, yeah, you probably shouldn't have bet on me winning. Whoever bet on me to win, that was a mistake. You shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. All right. You know what? This is the final game. No matter what, this is the final game. I don't even care. I don't even care that we're about to lose. I can't even knock out an Yveltal. Even if we top deck an energy, I can't knock out the stupid Yveltal. Now I really can't knock out the Yveltal. And let me guess, this will be a Squawkabilly. Okay, completely useless card. Thank you. This is rough. Like, this deck has a lot of ways to get out of a bad start. You know, it's going to be crazy. Tomorrow's probably going to give me more wins. I think it's safe to say that I'm going to have a better day tomorrow than today. I mean, I can't really put anyone down. I just have to, you know, do the thing. Sure. Just put 2 energy on the Ho-Oh and just end turn, I guess. I don't know. Because if I get another Earthen Vessel, I still can't do anything. If I get another Earthen Vessel, well, I still can't do anything. Have you ever seen an Yveltal 14 shot a Terapagos? Because you might. Or sorry, 13 shot. Have you ever seen an Yveltal 13 shot a Terapagos? Because that's probably what's going to happen. So, yeah, we're having a great time. Both dead drawing. Today is the day. Yeah, today is the day where it's going to happen. I'll even put it, if they get my Terapagos 240 damaged, I'll put the Area 0 in play. I'll be a crazy person. And I'll even put the Area 0. Okay, what do you, did you leave? Okay, that's fine. Fire energy. No, that's not a fire energy. We're having a great time. Moondust? Hey, that's a callback. That's a pretty good callback. You know, what are you, a casting agency? Because that's a pretty good callback. Damn it, they got the first Gazer Beam. I responded to you on YouTube. You should be proud of that. Oh no. Oh no, we're in so much trouble now. They might win. Oh no. Things were looking so good for us. Okay, well they're not going to get a trolley and a turbo energize off of a Lillie's. Lillie's is not Arven. Okay, why are they taking so long to do nothing? You're supposed to... Okay, they're going into Kangaskhan. This was an auto win. You have to draw cards for wins to happen. Alrighty, and then they can Monkey Dory it up in here. Because the Yveltal is going to get damaged. Imagine drawing cards. But I can knock out the Yveltal if I get an energy. You know, I kind of assumed, how silly of me, that I would get playable cards at some point. What an idiot I am. Well, that's still not a good card. So yes, have you ever seen an Yveltal 13-shot of Terapagos? Today is that day, as you said. Gorgoroth, as you said, today is that day. That a Terapagos is about to be 14, 15 shot. Oh, no, they're just going for the KO. Okay, never mind. They're just going for the Terapagos KO. I don't know why. They clearly know that PDCGL's hating me right now. Yeah, at least I put a Great Tusk in here for Kangaskhan. Oh man, I'd be so screwed if I didn't do that. You know, we got Durant. We got Kevin Durant. I can still win, but not really. I mean, I guess... No, there's nothing I can do. Like, what are they even going to get rid of? Like, I guess they get rid of Night Stretcher. Oh, did they use the Petra this turn, or was that last turn? The turns are just kind of melding like mines on Star Trek. They're going to subjugating chains. Okay. Yeah, they're going to see. Yeah, they're going to laugh at me. Imagine if this was IRL and I showed them my hand. They'd be like, really? I feel so bad for you. Probably get rid of the bosses? I don't know. Night Stretcher? You don't really have any good options here. I think it's bosses or Night Stretcher. Or Super Rod, okay. That's the one thing I wouldn't have expected them to get rid of. Okay, so if I go Gather Strength and get 2 energy, they will get rid of the bosses. What is taking? You select a prize. You select your prize card. That's all you do. You just you take a prize and you select it. You go, hey, these are my prizes. Okay, will we finally get a playable card? 17 turns in. I guess that counts. All right, so Night Stretcher for Terapagos to expand my bench. And then Carmine. And Lomed, that's what happens when you type with one hand. How did we get nothing? All right, well, they don't even have a Monkey Dory, so I guess what I do is retreat into the Kangaskhan and then hope. Yep, I believe in you, buddy. Should not have believed in you. Why would you do that? I can't believe you've done this. Well, I have to attach the Legacy Energy. That's non-negotiable. And then I guess I put the Reshiram down and end turn. Okay, so they're definitely getting rid of the Lilies. But I could take the knockout. Oh, crap. Okay, so we get rid of... I mean, they're getting rid of a Prism Energy. Terapagos doesn't do anything. I guess I just get rid of the Terapagos. Hey, no blame here, Lomed. That's completely acceptable. So, hey, this is just like the first game we played where I was relying on Kangaskhan and Kangaskhan let me down. So, yeah. I mean, there's no world where they don't get rid of the Lillies, right? God, imagine having somebody with 360 hit points. Oh, geez. Yeah, Monkey Dory and Badoo. That was the entire stream today. It's like, how did the stream today go? I would just show them Badoo and Monkey Dory. Are you kidding me with the enhanced hammer? I was like, oh no, we can't keep the Legacy Energy in my hand because we're gonna lose that. Okay. So, I mean, they're not gonna take a knockout. Oh. Wait, what? Are they about to clutch? Wait, what's happening? Wait, what are they doing? What is going on? What? Are they trying to set up my What? Do they feel that bad for me? Do you really feel that bad for me? All right, I guess I should draw 2 because I need an Armarouge this turn. Hey, those are perfect. Those are perfect cards that we don't need. So then we go for the Armarouge. And they have opened the door. For some reason, they have given me a chance to win the game. Wow. Again, how many times have I Lillies'd for 8 cards in the last month and none of the cards could be played? This has to be a record for amount of Lillies for 8 into nothing. Okay, well, at least they gave me the Yveltal. So we've lost our ace spec. We are down to bosses. This will probably be the other bosses, and I'll get rid of it somehow. Or it's a penny. That's also pretty bad. So did they just throw? Or did they sock? Eh? Get it? Get it? Did they throw or did they sock? I mean... I need a Gust card. Right? Like, I have Run Aaron. I think I'm okay attacking, though, right? Because what do? They have a Monkey Dory? Oh, no, you have a Monkey Dory? How unfortunate. I can actually... Oh, I was like, I could actually use a double Kangaskhan, but you can't use a double Kangaskhan. Okay, that's totally fine. Because, again, this hand was hand was unplayable. And this hand is so much better, apparently. So, I guess I Lillies? Because that at least keeps a Carmine in the deck. Like, obviously, I'll run Aaron. And this is the last game, Mad Panda. Don't you worry. You know, I gotta keep those VOD viewers fed. You know, if you're a VOD viewer and you watched all the way to the end here, type in the comments, I'm a VOD viewer and I clearly have brain damage because I watched this to the very end and I should really get myself checked out by a professional and not a foot professional, which Pilot is, like an actual brain doctor, because clearly there's something wrong with me. Well, you got Phillip Rivers playing against... What are they doing? How do you... You've played for nearly 10 minutes and you've only taken 2 prizes. You're facing off against a deck that has a horrible win rate and has done nothing today. You're going to use Turbo Energize. What the hell? Okay, like, do they just really want to be in a YouTube video or something? Because that's clearly what's happening right now. Because they just threw. But they didn't sock. Okay. Hey, that's what we have in common right now. Get it? Because, oh my god, another Lillie's into nothing. What a shocker. All right, so we want to keep the Prism Energy. I think the old Kangaskhan is most likely to survive. Yeah, I wonder, you know, if you're a viewer and you wanted to be in the stream, or you wanted to be in the YouTube video, I think you should have watched the stream and been like, yeah, that's not happening. All right, all I got to do is win, and I win. I think they're going to look at my hand again and be like, seriously, again, nothing? Yeah, like, this guy is solely for Mega Kangaskhan, and that's it. This is the only reason I put it in here. There was, I can't remember what else there was. Like, there's not many. Oh, there's a Zerosic. Okay, so we want to get rid of you, and you. All right. But I mean, they are going to look at my hand and be like, what the hell? So as long as they don't knock out the Kangaskhan, we're going to be fine. So am I in a situation where I penny up the Kangaskhan? Because if they go double Monkey Dory, they would knock out the Kangaskhan, and that'd be very bad. So I think, honestly, I think the correct call is retreating into the Reshiram and using Slash. Oh no, because they didn't leave a bench spot open for another monkey. Okay, so I think we're okay. I would assume they get rid of the... any card doesn't really matter, right? They get rid of anything at this point. But I can't hit into them. I think they should get rid of Penny. Because if I hit into them with Mega Kangaskhan, they can set up a KO. Oh, they didn't get rid of Penny. Oh, what a nerd. Okay, so I still think we go for the Slash play. And that's what we do. They got rid of a Carmine, and we got a Carmine. Okay, that's a Paddlin. Wait, do we have anything left in the deck? I have a Durant. Does that do it? I have a Roaring Moon. That does it. Can I do it with Durant, though? They've taken 3, so that's 210. Hey, we got the Durant KO. Get absolutely bodied. Get absolutely bodied by a Durant. The GOAT. But yeah, so this was just the cursed. I tried, right? I tried to make this work. It did not. 420, baby. I tried to make a Reshiram. The Reshiram is just... Yeah, we knocked out a Fez. Cool. We knocked out a Fezandipiti with the Reshiram. But it's just so niche. It's not enough to put... It's just... It doesn't do enough. Right? It's 4 energy. Getting the energy is tough. So it's... I mean, we won, but we didn't enjoy ourselves. Oh, wait. Tricky Jim is streaming. Oh, it's Trick Roar. Okay, I thought it was Tricky Jim. No, it's Trick Roar. Nice try, Trick Roar. All right, so we'll raid Sunny, and tomorrow is the day you've all been waiting for, the day I've been dreading like a gnaw. It's gonna suck.